Have your call coming up next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500. On air and on smart devices worldwide.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks. The NHL is officially back, and right now, new FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Put your first bet in the back of the net on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. Must be 21 or older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, this is John Williams. You know, most of us spend our whole lives in paycheck mode. You work, you get paid, you pay your bills, and repeat. Simple, right? Then retirement hits, and suddenly you're the one who has to create the paycheck. And if the market is bumpy or prices are up, that can get stressful real fast. That's why having a real income plan matters. Tom Fortino and the team at the Alpha Wealth Group can help you build a strategy to turn your hard-earned savings into a reliable retirement income and coordinate it with Social Security and tax planning so you can stop wondering if you're withdrawing the right amount at the right time. Call Tom Fortino and the Alpha Wealth Group for their complimentary retirement roadmap. 630-864-6711. That's 630-864-6711. Don't forget to tune into the Alpha Wealth Hour, Sunday mornings at 7, right here on WGN.
Advisory services through Retirement Wealth Advisors, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Alpha Wealth Group, licensed in Illinois.
Every morning I would hear that little jingle in that commercial. So when we went out to get bids, we included Mega in that.
We are talking today with Mega customer Janelle Whitney.
We had them do the roof first, and we were pleased with what they did on the roof. So we had them come back and start replacing the windows. Those poor guys were out there, and I think it was January, February, and sub-0 degree temperatures. You wouldn't have known it. They covered up the inside, and minimal heat loss, if any, actually. I felt worse for them being out there. I really liked how they came back and cleaned up and took care of everything that was in the yard. That's nice, as opposed to him to follow behind them, picking up the trash. That guy did a great job. I mean, really, they just customer satisfaction, I think, that's their top priority, and it shows.
One Mega call does it all.
847-658-8989.
847-658-8989.
Megapros.com. One Mega call does it all.
Chicago Blackhawks hockey. A blue-collar city built on work and pride. A team built with speed, skill, and heart. From the roar of the crowd to the echo of the horde. Scores! These boys show up every night.
Every night.
From the puck drop to the final horn. Welcome to Blackhawks hockey.
Game time!
With the call of the game, here's John Whiteman and Steve Conroy.
The Chicago Blackhawks play road game number 41 of the season here in Northern California tonight as they invade the Shark Tank for a late season tussle with San Jose. The Sharks have belief that they can gain Lord Stanley's postseason tournament, but they'll have to climb the standings to secure that last wild card spot. And that will require points. And the Hawks aren't just giving those away without a fight. Hi again, everyone. John Whiteman along with Steve Conroy. We're here at the SAP Center in San Jose, California. And Charlie Romeliotis is standing by in Blackhawks Central. We want to welcome you into our broadcast this evening. It's the Blackhawks against the San Jose Sharks for the second of three meetings here tonight, this season, Steve. And the Hawks played the spoiler role the other night up in Seattle. They did it pretty effectively. I don't know why they'd want to change anything in this game here tonight. They can do it to San Jose, too.
They certainly can. It's funny, though, when you talk to the coaching staff like we did this morning, they don't want to deem it as being a spoiler. They think these are really important games for this team in their growth, in their progression, and I couldn't agree more. Obviously, if you beat them, their playoff chances are going to take a nosedive, but you want to get better as a team. And he talked about taking steps moving forward so they don't have to do it next year. They do it now. They don't have to worry about taking those steps in training camp in the early next year. So, for this team, they just want to keep playing the way they were. I think that last game that we saw against Seattle, one of their best defensive performances of this year. And if they do that tonight against the San Jose Sharks, I really like their chances of winning.
One thing of note for this game tonight, regardless of if the Sharks win or lose, they're not going to gain that last wild card spot tonight because Nashville owns it right now, and they're playing L.A. down in L.A., so somebody's going to get those 2 points and stay ahead of the Sharks, but we'll see. Anyway, Charlie was talking about the matchup here tonight. Macklin Celebrini with 106 points, 52 points ahead of the next guy that's behind him, teammate Will Smith. He's been an amazing player since joining the National Hockey League, and I mean amazing in the truest sense. He's taken on Connor Bedard here on San Jose ice here tonight, Steve. We saw this matchup back at the United Center back in February, but here tonight the scene shifts to San Jose. I'm expecting for both players to raise their level.
Yeah, they're competitors. They're true competitors, and they realize, listen, they're friends off the ice, and they work out together a little bit in North Vancouver. They skate together also. But when the puck drops, all those friendships kind of die off, and it's all about the crest on the front of your jersey. And for Macklin Celebrini, he'd love nothing better than to get his team into the playoffs. Nobody saw this coming for San Jose. They have been one of the surprise teams of the NHL. And for Connor Bedard, he just slowly goes about his business. 2 assists in his last game. He's racking up the points. Hasn't scored in a little while now. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit if he gets one here tonight.
And for the Blackhawks, all of their lines stay the same with the exception of the fourth line. Andrew Mangiapane, after being out the last 9 games, he'll draw in at fourth line left wing, which gives that line a little bit of a different look. Sasha Boisvert scored his first goal, NHL goal, up in Seattle with the good work from Landon Slaggert. And now Mangiapane plugs in on that fourth line left wing. I don't know how much time they're going to get, but we'll see how effective he is.
Yeah, Mangiapane, the kind of guy who drags you into the fight. And he's not huge. He's 5'10", 185 pounds. But, boy, he gets to those tough areas, and he gets on the nerves of the opposition. So, that line, there'll be an energy line for the Blackhawks tonight.
All right, who's going to deliver? Sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Air Conditioning. Electric heat pumps for a better environment inside and out. Visit getacomfyhome.com. I'm going with former Shark Ryan Donato, who always seems to play well against his old team. I'm going with Ryan here tonight. Keys for tonight's game are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. And Steve's got your keys.
John, first off for the Blackhawks, shut down Celebrini. It seems as Macklin Celebrini goes, so go the San Jose Sharks. He's got 6 goals, 4 assists in his last 5 games. They're 4-0-1 in those 5 games. So as Coach Jeff Blashill said to you in the pregame interview, make him defend when he's on the ice. Secondly, these Sharks don't like pressure. I thought the Chicago Blackhawks did a great job last game on the forecheck against Seattle. They threw speed at Seattle. They were hunting pucks. They got to be hunting Sharks tonight. I think San Jose will struggle with their defensemen trying to break the puck out. And then finally, no trap game. It's an end of a kind of a long road trip. It's a 7-day road trip for the Chicago Blackhawks. It's the last road trip of the season. Feeling can be that you look forward to getting home. Maybe you get distracted. That can't be the situation tonight. You got to be present. Go home with 2 wins and a 3-game road trip. That's a pretty good road swing.
All right, Steve, who are you banking on tonight? Sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank, celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
I'm going with a low-hanging fruit. You said it's going to be the Celebrini-Bedard show. I'm going with Connor Bedard. He's got no goals in his last 5 games. That matches the longest goalless drought of this year for him. Count on Connor Bedard to do something special.
All right, I like it. Well, the stage has been set. The 2 teams are lined up on their respective blue lines. We'll have hockey in a moment, but right now we're going to send it down to ice level. And we've got an honorarium for some younger hockey players as they hit the ice. I always love to see this. This warms my heart when I see the kids come out and stand with the NHLers. Can imagine the thrill they're feeling right now. And we see that at the United Center as well. It's a great gesture. Let's send it down to ice level, and we'll pick up our anthem singer right now. Hawks fans, please enjoy our national anthem.
And at this time, we ask you to please stand if able and remove your caps. Here to perform tonight's anthem, please welcome Reggie Mack.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Reggie Mack with our Star-Spangled Banner. You heard the crowd in the background chant, Reggie Mack is back. And did a nice job with the anthem. All right, let's get to the starting lineups. In goal for the San Jose Sharks is Alex Nedeljkovic in his career 3-2-1 against the Blackhawks. And at defense for San Jose, Dmitry Orlov and Vincent Desharnais. Up front from left to right, Colin Grass starts at left wing. Macklin Celebrini centers the Sharks opening line. Will Smith will start at the right wing. And for the Blackhawks, it's Spencer Knight in goal. Spencer's career record against San Jose, 2-1-0. And at defense are Wyatt Kaiser and Louis Crevier. Up front from left to right, Teuvo Teravainen starts at left wing. Connor Bedard centers the Hawks opening line. Nick Lardis starts at the right wing. Referees tonight are Kyle Raymond and Peter McDougall. Handling the lines are Ryan Daisy and Julian Fournier. If Spencer Knight can come out of this game with a win, he'll tie his career high 19th win that he set down in Florida with the Panthers. So here we go, down to center ice. The drop of the puck. This one's underway, and Bedard wins the draw. To Kaiser at the Hawk line. They spin it ahead on the left wing to Teravainen, who deflects the puck into the Shark zone. Celebrini spun it behind his net around. Orloff will fire it down ice into the Hawk end. Kaiser now takes the puck behind the Hawk net. He eludes a check from Smith. Put it away into the far corner to Lardis. To Louis Crevier back in the net. Run into by Graff. Puck comes free to Will Smith along the left wing. Boards hit by Lardis. Celebrini got the puck to Graff back in the net. To Desharnais right point. To Smith now, bottom of the left wing circle. He is enveloped by Louis Crevier and spun into the corner boards. And Kaiser takes the puck out. And he'll move it up the middle of the ice now to Teravainen. To Connor Bedard coming by through center. Over the Shark line to the right circle. Pulled off a shot blocked by Orloff. Celebrini to the puck. Hands it off to Graff in front of the benches. He returns it to Celebrini. Over the Hawk line, right wing, stopping near the point. Tried to flip it in deep. That hit the foot of Tyler Bertuzzi. Ricochets back to center ice. Sharks get it back at their blue line. Mario Ferraro there. To Tyler Toffoli at center ice. Sent it into the left wing corner in the Hawk zone. And it's spun in behind the net by Igor Chernyshkov. And Hawks get it back and clear their end. If the Sharks get the puck back at their blue line. Here's Ferraro spinning it ahead to the Hawk line. Vlasic had it there, lost it back to Ferraro, and he spins it down behind the Hawk net. And there to get the puck, Renzel. Renzel to Bertuzzi, Hawk line, back to Sam Renzel. To Alex Vlasic, he's over the Shark line, down the left wing. Run into the boards there by Ferraro as he unloads the puck behind the net. And now Shakir Mukhamadullin to the puck. Will put it back behind the Shark net to Ferraro, who clears to center ice. Hawks' Ethan Del Mastro took it back and spun it down the boards in behind the Shark net. Again, Mukhamadullin will drive it around up the near side. Del Mastro fends off a check, gave the puck ahead to former Shark Ryan Donato. He sticks it across off the right corner boards. It bounces out to Ryan Green. To the high slot, Kevin Korchinski. Long shot from there, blocked in front. Nazar grabs the rebound and fires. And that was stopped in front as well. And now Del Mastro took down one of the Sharks. That's Kiefer Sherwood along the near boards. Sharks fans all screaming for a penalty, none given. The other way comes Alexander Wenberg into the Hawk zone on the right wing side. Put the puck down in behind the net. Korchinski leans on Wenberg. Sherwood got the puck to the left corner. Centers for William Eklund off his stick. Former Hawk Nick Leddy at the right point. Spins it down behind the net. Wenberg got it there. Now the high slot. Leddy unloads a shot. Blocked in front. And Donato calmly takes the rebound and places it off the left wing boards down to the Shark blue line. Hawks will get a line change.
A really good job by Korchinski. Could have been a 2-on-1 about 20 seconds ago, and he came across making sure that the Wenberg wasn't able to make the pass. Now the other end, Ryan Green with a real good forecheck, and it was Nazar with a nice shot.
Sam Dickinson with the lead pass into the Hawks zone to Barclay Goodrow. Here's Goodrow along the right board. Put it into the high slot. Dickinson long shot blocked in front by Vlasic. Korchinski then moves the puck up the left wing. Landon Slaggert, who spun it ahead to center ice to Mangiapane, but it's off his stick. Goodrow enters the Hawk zone at the right point, immediately checked by Vlasic. And Mangiapane is able to one-hand the puck out to center ice in front of the penalty boxes. There to get it tied to Landria of the Sharks. He'll flip it to the Hawk blue line. Vlasic's got it there. Hawks will regroup and get a line change. Vlasic carrying to center ice on the left wing. Spun it ahead, intended for Bedard. It's over his stick and down. Dickinson to the puck. We'll flip it down to the Hawk blue line. And there to get the puck, Sam Renzel. Backing into the Hawk zone. He'll hand it off to Wyatt Kaiser. Send it up the left wing. Bedard at center ice to Renzel. Over the Shark line to the left wing half boards. Lost the puck down to the corner. Vincent Desharnais will drive it around up the left wing side to center ice. And here's Celebrini with it. Crossing a Hawk line on the right wing. Dak hands it across left circle. Colin Graff. Now to the right point. Here's Desharnais, a long shot blocked in front by Renzel. Follow-up shot by Smith goes high and wide. Orloff could not hold the puck in at the left point. This will flow down ice into the Shark zone, enabling a line change for the Hawks.
It's a real good block by Sam Renzel. The chance by Smith with plenty of time and space, and Renzel just takes it off his shin pads.
Now Celebrini lifts the puck into the Hawk zone. Here's Graff in front of the net, walking it to the crease and got a backhander away. Kicked out with a right pad save made by Spencer Knight. And then Crevier flips it down inside the Shark zone. Quick pass up ice. Celebrini over the line. Right circle. Pulls up and tried to feed it across. This was picked off by the Hawks. And then Crevier gave it away to Celebrini right corner. He tried to fire a pass in front. Kevin Korchinski of the Hawks got a skate in there and deflects that one up into the protective netting. So we played 4:45 of period number one without a stoppage. No score. Hawks and Shark here at the tank.
Yeah, early on, impressed with the speed of the San Jose Shark team. And they've broken the puck out of their own zone relatively easily. I talked about one of the keys being a good Chicago Blackhawk forecheck. They've not been able to bottle up San Jose at all. And that last rush by Macklin Celebrini, it was a 3-on-1. He had an opportunity to shoot the puck, was looking for a pass instead, and it got deflected. Blackhawks dodge a bullet.
Draw one by the Hawks. In the near corner, Korchinski's got the puck. Moving it across the rink to Donato, front of the benches at center ice. He'll deflect the puck down into the Shark zone. Shakir Mukamadulin driving it around up the right wing. Tyler Toffoli, the ex-king at the Hawk blue line, sends the puck into the right wing corner. Ethan Del Mastro has to battle for it. Lost it. Here's Ferraro firing from the high slot. Blocked in the slot there by Korchinski. And now from the corner, Igor Chernyshov tried to send to the puck. This is picked off by the Hawks. Donato at center ice tried to dump it into the Shark zone from in front of the benches. It does end up in the Shark end, but now Mukamadulin will control it. And the teams are making line changes. Mukamadulin between the circles in the Shark end. Passing up the left wing to Foley, front of the benches at center ice. Redirects the puck down to the left wing corner, Hawk end. Crevier gave it to Kaiser back in the net. Back to Crevier. Couldn't clear it up the boards. Held in by Orloff. Moves it down behind the Hawk net. Here's Wenberg. Put it out to the left point. Sam Dickinson there. Hit by Sasha Boisvert, but pounds the puck down behind the Hawk net. Away to the near side to Wenberg. To Nick Leddy at the right point. Now to Kiefer Sherwood along the right wing boards. To the corner, William Eklund. Now to Leddy, high slot to Wenberg, closing in, top of the right circle. Shoots! Turned out of there by Knight. He really didn't see that one. Puck ends up in the near corner. Crevier clears to the line, no further. Held in by Eklund, but a nice play, a sweeping poke check by Leddy. Actually, by Slaggert, put the puck to center ice as Leddy brought it back into the Hawk zone. Hands it off to Eklund along the near boards. He's smothered with a body check by Kaiser. Kaiser put the puck behind the Hawk net to Louis Crevier, and he shot it up the right wing side. This will deflect down ice into the Shark end. The teams once again make line changes.
Kiefer Sherwood, a tough shift there. He had one go off his hand right in front of the net. That blast from the point, he actually ended up blocking that, and then a little later on, ran into his own teammate and fell down, and he is safely to his players' bench right now.
Kiefer Sherwood leads the Sharks in hits. The late acquisition during the year from the Vancouver Canucks and Miami of Ohio product. Really happy to be here in San Jose with a young team.
Yeah, he's had an excellent year this year. You mentioned the numbers, the number of goals that he scored with the Vancouver Canucks prior to the trade, and that's something that Mike Greer, their general manager, was looking to do, get some more scoring besides Mike Macklin Celebrini.
From the draw, Lardis from the top of the right circle unloads a shot, and a blocker save made by Nedeljkovic. Here's Celebrini through center into the Hawk zone down the left wing side, and he pulls Renzel off stride. Penalty's going to be called here to San Jose. Connor Bedard hustled now along the near boards, put the puck down behind the Hawk net. Whistle blows as the Sharks touch. 13 minutes exactly left in period number 1 here in San Jose. Hawks to the power play when we return.
Number 71 is a 2-minute minor, holy.
And that's why. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Chris Chelios. What are you sipping tonight? El Bandito Yankee is a new ultra-premium tequila that is 100% pure and natural with no additives. Just 100% blue agave. El Bandito Yankee Tequila is the most flavorful Blue Weber agave in the world. Now available at Benny's, Mariano's, Jewel, and Woodman's. Go to elbanditoyankee.com to learn more about what makes us so damn good.
I've tried everything to stand out at work. Donuts, a company coffee blend, even dressed as the company mascot for Halloween.
There's an easier way, a ComEd facility assessment. Their engineer gave my company free insights and actions that saved us $732,000 on energy. Easy, right?
Learn how ComEd can help you save at ComEd.com/facility assessment. ComEd, powering lives. Savings will vary based on customers' usage and rate.
When injuries slow you down, you need a team that knows how to get you back in the game. At Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, their highly trained professionals work together to deliver empathetic, timely, and efficient patient care so you can move better, live better. And if an injury happens after hours, they've got you covered with IBJI Ortho Access beyond their regular clinic hours. Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Learn more at IBJI.com. That's IBJI.com.
They call me your weeknight companion, John Landecker, 7 to 10. Now, back to the ice.
Attention Blackhawk fans, this entire Centennial season, Hyundai has stepped up big and donated $100 for every Blackhawks goalie save made, up to $200,000. All proceeds go to support pediatric cancer research. To learn more, please visit blackhawks.com/promotions.
Well, this is the first Citco power play of the game. Score savings on every fill-up with Club Citco. Download the app now to start saving. Face-off circle to Nedeljkovic's left. That's a mouthful. He's from Parma, Ohio, and that's a suburb of Cleveland. Draw won by the Sharks. Desharnais in the near corner. Providence College product will take the puck away and clear it all the way down. Connor Bedard's got the puck behind the net, and he'll carry it out. Here's Bedard to center ice next to the logo. Then over the Shark blue line. Bothered by Barclay Goodrow. Puck comes free to Mario Ferraro, and he'll backhand it through the air and down.
Yeah, Connor Bedard thought he was hooked on that play right away, looked at the referee, was shaking his glove like he had been hooked, but ended up losing control of the puck.
Nazar gains center ice over the logo. Back pass back into the Hawk zone. Taken by Bedard. He'll race through center over the Shark line. A toe drag and a shot from the high slot goes wide. Nazar held it in at the right point. Down to Teravainen, right wing corner to Bertuzzi beside the net. Here's Bertuzzi now, near the bottom of the right wing circle. Jams a pass in front, deflects through to the far side of the rink. And Eklund is there. Wenberg is there, and he'll clear it all the way down.
Wenberg, a real good penalty killer. And there you can see the anticipation, the quick stick. He poked it off the stick of the Chicago Blackhawk player, got to it along the boards, and gets the 200-foot clear.
Here's Bedard again out of the Hawk zone through center ice. In over the Shark line, stopping in the deep slot, a little spinorama, carries the puck to the left wing boards, then to the corner. Spins it to the left point, Nazar. Now to Wyatt Kaiser, deep slot. Over to Bedard, left wing corner. Spins off a check from Muka Madulin. Carries behind the Shark net, runs into Letty. Puck comes free, Green's got it. To Donato, bottom of the circle. Here's Donato. Spun it out to the right point. Kaiser there, to Nazar, left wing circle. He'll move down toward the corner with it. Give it back to Donato along the left wing boards. 18 seconds on the power play. Donato now beside the left wing circle. Leaving it there for Nazar. To the deep slot now, Bedard. Sidesteps a hit, 10 seconds on the power play. Bedard moves it into the left wing circle, feeds it into the slot, off the stick of Green. Hawks haven't gotten a shot yet. Now Bedard put it over. Nazar drive. They score! Nazar put it on goal. The initial, but Ryan Donato was right there to clean up the rebound. It's a play goal, and the Hawks take a 1-0 lead.
And with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. Yeah, and it took almost the full 2 minutes for the power play to strike, but great movement around the perimeter. And good job by Ryan Donato. I think I picked a click tonight, John.
Sure did.
Paul. He has really owned these San Jose Sharks. You look at the numbers now, 6 goals, 6 assists in his last 7 games against these San Jose Sharks as a Columbus Blue Jacket. So good things happen when you go to the net. The Blackhawks got the puck to the net, and it's Ryan Donato picks up the loose change, and he gives them the first goal.
Donato from Nazar at 9:01 of period number 1. 1-0 Hawks, who are 1 for 1 of the Citco power play. Back to the play now. Here's Michael Misa, the Sharks' first-round pick last June. Sent the puck across for Dmitry Orlov. The pass missed. Tyler Bertuzzi racing down the left wing into the Shark zone. Lost the puck off a poke check. Orlov fed it ahead to Misa down the left wing side. He's run into the inboards by Crevier, as is Toffoli. And now Tyler Bertuzzi to the puck in the far corner. Hawk in. Turned it over. Misa fed the left circle. Here's Chernyshov. Moves it back toward the point. Picked off by his countryman, the Hawks' Ilya Mikheyev, who spins it off the right wing boards past Orlov into the Shark zone and then gets knocked off the puck over there by Dickinson. And then the Hawks end up turning it over in the corner. Orlov will move it ahead. Kiefer Sherwood, center ice on the right wing. Steps into the Hawk zone at the point, hit the brakes, put it down behind the net for William Eklund. Around to the left wing side to Wenberg. He'll spin it back in behind around to the right point. Mario Ferraro there to William Eklund, right wing corner. Checked into the glass by Vlasic. Puck comes free, and now Eklund behind the net. Had it, turned it over. Landon Slaggert will muscle the puck out to center ice. Sasha Boisvert there. Head to Slaggert. Over the Shark line, down the right wing to the corner. Stopping there, he leaves the puck along the left wing, or the right wing half boards. Boisvert there, sped the top of the left circle now to Vlasic. Sent it back over to the corner, and Muka Madulin will stick the puck off the left wing boards and down into the Hawk zone. The teams are making line changes. Here's Renzel with the puck along the left side boards, Hawk zone. He sent it down to Wyatt Kaiser, now behind the net. Kaiser pausing to look and wait for the Hawks to complete their line change and assemble for their breakout. Now he hands it off to Nick Lardis, moving up the left wing to center ice. Tried to guide it into the Shark zone. Ferraro intercepts. Here's Celebrini into the Hawk zone. Moving it to the left wing corner to Colin Graff. Hit by Crevier. Graff moves it free, however. Now in the top of the left wing circle. Graff there. Sent it down to, actually Will Smith sent it down to Graff left wing corner, back to Smith. Smith then gave up the puck along the right side boards to Lardis. To Andrew Mangiapane at center ice on the right wing in front of the Sharks bench, and he'll dip it down in behind the Sharks, deck it off on a change. Bedard now strips it away from Sam Dickinson. Bottom of the left circle, Shark zone. Tough angle shot, hit the side of the net. Letty pries it away. Teravainen took the puck back in the right wing corner, put it in behind the net for Bedard, but it's over his stick. Sharks get it back, and Letty will clear it ahead off Celebrini's stick into the Hawk zone. Sharks go for a change. Ethan Del Mastro back between the circles, Hawk zone with the puck.
Great forecheck by Connor Bedard. That was a 1-on-3. Sam Dickinson tried to beat him 1-on-1. He poked the puck cleanly off his stick and had a good shot on that.
Now the puck taken back by Zach Ostapchuk. He's down the right wing into the corner, Hawk zone. Whips it behind the net into the left wing corner. And a battle ensues over there. Spun back in behind around to the right point. Vincent Desharnais will stick it down for Barclay Goodrow back in the net, but Del Mastro intercepts that, put the puck into the near corner. Donato hit by Goodrow and then returns the favor on Goodrow along the right side half boards. Puck sent back to the point by Ostapchuk to Desharnais, but it misses and goes down into the Shark zone. And Desharnais back to get it. Pass up the right wing to Goodrow at center ice. Flips it down behind the Hawk net. Knight stopping it there for Sam Renzel, and he'll carry to center ice with speed. Over the Shark line, right circle, shoots! And a breadbasket save made by Nedeljkovic. He'll hold on for the whistle. 7:22 left in period number 1 here in San Jose. It's the Hawks 1, the Sharks no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, I'm John Williams, and I'll see you weekdays 10 to 2 on WGN Radio. Time to take a break now.
Hey, Chicago Blackhawks fans! I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, a win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Charlie Romeliotis. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel ever, and it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last season after season. Connect with a local contractor or visit free samples at timbertech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
At Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, we make home service easy. We guarantee same-day service and installation with no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Family-owned for 53 years, Four Seasons has over 30,000 five-star Google reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. For all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical needs, for all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons.
For all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons.
Jiffy Lube's quick, quality 15-minute oil change service means your car will be ready before you know it. You'll find yourself saying, already ready? With Jiffy Lube, you'll be in and out in a jiffy.
Hey, Blackhawk fans, don't miss your chance to win our exclusive Centennial prize pack. All 7 bobbleheads plus 3 player pins could all be yours. Enter now for your chance to take home this collection before the end of the season. Visit blackhawks.com/promotions to enter today.
By the way, congratulations to Connor Bedard. He hit the 200-point plateau with that second assist on the Hawks power play goal. As Bertuzzi, battling in front of the Shark net, swept one in on goal. Not much on it. He was hit by Shakir Mukhamadullin as he did and went down. We'll get another face-off in the Shark zone to the left of goaltender Alex Nedeljkovic.
With that assist for Connor Bedard, that's now 5 assists in his last 6 games. And as you mentioned, 200 points. What an accomplishment for the young Blackhawk.
There's Lasik in the left wing circle. Shark in, carries the puck behind the net, and then put it around Bertuzzi along the right boards, tried to fire it toward the front of the net, picked off by Michael Misa. Then he turns the puck over. Ilya Mikheyev along the right boards, spins it down in behind the Shark net. Gathered in by Anton Frondel, put it to the high slot Vlasic. Hard wrist shot goes high and wide, and now there's a race to the puck at the Hawk blue line. Sam Rinzel will win it easily. Put it across the rink on the left wing side. Tyler Bertuzzi, center ice. Hits a wide open Anton Frondel over the Shark line to the right circle. He put the puck through his feet and caught it on the far side, tried to center the puck. Picked off, though, by the Sharks. And Chernyshov will flip it off the left boards down into the Hawk zone. Back to get it, Kevin Korchinski. Teams and line changes.
Pretty gutsy move by the 18-year-old Anton Frondel. As you mentioned, put it between his legs, trying to go around Desharnais, and almost was successful in doing that. Look at the Chicago Blackhawks now. They have scored power play goals in their last 2 games. Prior to that, they've gone through a stretch where they only had 1 power play goal in 11 games. And that's when Coach Jeff Blashill decided to go with the 5-forward unit. And it has been, well, I'll tell you what, the last 4 games they've done it, they've been getting their looks. They haven't maybe been scoring all the time, but they're getting some really good chances.
And if nothing else, Steve, they've been entertaining. A lot of fun to watch and talk about. Now the draw inside the Hawk zone. Sharks get control. Sam Dickinson at the line to William Eklund, left wing corner. Put it back up the boards. Alexander Wenberg, former high draft pick of the Columbus Blue Jackets, put the puck behind the Hawk net for Eklund. He turned it over into the glove of Spencer Knight, and he'll press it down to the ice in front of the net. Whistle stops play. 5:57 left in period number 1 here in San Jose. The Hawks won, the Sharks no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Every morning, I go through my chicken breakfast sandwich checklist. My breakfast sandwich has to deliver great value, deliciousness, and lots of variety. McDonald's checks all my boxes. Like that Savory McChicken biscuit for just $2.49? Consider my boxes checked. If I'm feeling spicy, a hot and spicy chicken McGriddles is breakfast checkmate. Whatever's on your checklist, a $2.49 chicken breakfast sandwich at McDonald's will check all your breakfast boxes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
What matters most when choosing a financial partner? Great rates? Confidence your financial data is secure? Being treated like more than just an account number? Consumers Credit Union delivers all that and then some. As a not-for-profit credit union, their focus is on you, not profits through fees or less personal service. They're in your corner, helping you reach your goals every step of the way. Join today and become a part owner. Your success is their success. Learn more at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, this is Chris Chelios. Let's get back to Hawks hockey. Here's the boys.
Well, the Blackhawks Hall of Fame serves as the organization's defining institution for honoring the extraordinary players and builders who have shaped its century-long legacy. On April 11th, we will be honoring our inaugural class. It features Blackhawks legends Duncan Keith, Steve Larmer, and the late Troy Murray. For more information or to grab tickets to the game, visit blackhawks.com/Hall of Fame. John, you'll be there, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. St. Louis Blues are coming to town for that game. I think it's perfect that they create that honorarium on the night that the Blues come to town. Troy loved to play in Hawks Blues games. I know you did too, Steve, back in the day.
Yeah, the old Chuck Norris division, we used to call it, or the old black and blue division. Yeah, you had St. Louis and Detroit and the old Minnesota North Stars. They were contentious games. Let's just put it at that.
I was at a game, Steve, in 1989 between the Hawks and the North Stars. I got to the game early that night. I put my coat over a chair. I turned around, and there was this enormous pregame brawl that took place on stadium ice, and there were no officials on the ice. As the puck is shot from the right point by Desharnais, deflects off of Knight's stick and up and out of play. But that fracas went on for, I don't know, probably 10 minutes, and the officials had to be summoned from down below. You know, they had to take, 15 steps to get to the ice?
Yeah.
And by the time they got there, the looks of incredulity on their faces were really priceless.
Well, I was playing in that game, and I remember, I believe one of the referees was Kerry.
Kerry Frazier.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. And he came up, and he didn't even, all he had was his skates on, and literally came up in a T-shirt. And that's how they broke him. Everybody, big shot there from Kiefer Sherwood.
Yeah. And Knight makes the chest save. We'll quit our prolabor here, folks. I can't help myself sometimes when it comes to reminiscing. Orlov pounds a shot from the left point. That deflects wide of the net. Orlov again from the left point. Off the handoff from Wenberg. Flips it in behind the Hawk net around to the near corner. Table Teravainen there will give it a nudge to Vlasic behind the net. Put it around to the far corner. And Sam Rinzel has to check Wenberg there. Wenberg got the puck to Eklund back in the net. Today, Desharnais along the right boards, firing a tough angle shot. Stick save made by Knight. Here come the Hawks the other way. Teravainen to center ice on the left wing side. Dumps the puck diagonally, right wing corner. Shark in. Dmitry Orlov grabs it there. The Hawks and Sharks again make line changes.
Well, one of the better shifts for the San Jose Sharks in this period. Eklund, Sherwood, and Wenberg, and had a real good look right off the faceoff.
Going to get a whistle for an offside here against the Sharks. Hawks lead 1-0. They've outshot San Jose 7-4.
And tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Flight by Yingling. Crisp, refreshing, and only 95 calories. Flight, the next generation of light beer.
Steve, it's time for the Four Seasons Face-Off, your trusted local expert for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. Sharks get control. Sam Dickinson flips the puck down behind the Hawk net. Rolls up the near side. Nick Leddy, former Hawk who won the Cup with the Hawks in 2013. Pinching to the corner with the puck, but turned it over. Bertuzzi will scoop it up the left wing, but not out. Held in by the Sharks. Will Smith to Celebrini. Top of the left wing circle. Whips it over to Smith in the right wing corner. Spins it around behind the Hawk net. Celebrini left corner to Will Smith, right circle. Whips it back across in front. Goes all the way out to the left point where Dickinson fires. And a stick save made by Spencer Knight. And then Crevier pokes it up the right wing side. Ilya Mikheyev gains center ice. He'll dump it slowly off the left side boards deep into the Shark zone. And Dickinson got to the puck behind the Shark net. Put it over to Celebrini along the left boards. He lifts it diagonally to the right wing corner Hawk zone. Kevin Korchinski whips it behind the net to the left wing corner, then runs into Ty Dellandrea there, but then stabs a poke check up the right wing side, not out of the zone. Here now, Del Mastro to the puck. Whips it across to Korchinski. Left wing circle, Hawk end. He'll spin it ahead into the Shark end. Bouncing puck collected by Ty Dellandrea, former Dallas Star. He flips it to center ice. Ryan Green's got it there, but he caught it after a hand pass, so the whistle stops play. We're down to 3:42 left in period number 1 here in San Jose. It's the Hawks 1 and the Sharks no score.
Really solid shift there and they're going to stay on the ice. Kevin Korchinski and Ethan Del Mastro. And you mentioned it. Korchinski had to kind of poke at a puck to get it out. He knew he was going to take the hit, but he took the hit to make the play. And then a little later on, Ethan Del Mastro just settling things down. And keep in mind, Ethan Del Mastro, normally a left shot defenseman who plays the left side, been playing the right side for the last 3-4 games now, and certainly has not looked out of place. It's tougher to do than you really think.
Sure.
Being a left shot playing on the opposite side.
Well, Ethan Del Mastro, of course, Jeff Blashill, Hawks head coach, has talked about the growth of this team and what he wants to see. I would think a situation like that will help his defensive game grow quite a bit.
Yeah, when you can be multifaceted like that, play the offside, the left shot playing the right side, it just makes you more valuable to the team.
Now Zach will stop Chuck at center ice, firing it off the left corner boards. The puck ricochets right through the Hawks' crease. Spencer Knight had gone in behind to play the care. Unfortunately, no Sharks were in the area. Back in the Hawks zone. Vlasic, left wing side. Put it over to Renzel along the right boards. Back to Vlasic, Hawk blue line, left wing side. Spun it ahead to Ryan Donato. He deflects it down to the right wing corner. Shark in. First one there is Frank Nazar. Nazar hit by Dmitry Orlov. Leaves it for Ryan Green, who put the puck in behind the Shark net. Desharnais and Ryan Donato battle. Donato forces it free. Nazar along the left board. Centers the puck. Picked off by the Sharks. Orlov. Head to Chernishoff in over the Hawk line on the left wing. Checked off the puck. Ryan Donato got it to Renzel. Bats it into the high slot. Taken by Eklund to Desharnais, right circle. He fires in and out of the glove of Knight. And the puck slipped down ice by Vlasic down to the Shark blue line. Desharnais back to get it there.
Nice save by Spencer Knight. He makes it look easy, too. And I know he didn't catch it cleanly, but really settled things down. Desharnais kind of moved in from the point to take that shot, and an excellent stop from Spencer Knight.
Desharnais with a bank pass up the right side. Sherwood, center ice, turned it over. Connor Bedard the other way, tried to hand it off to Teravainen coming by. Sherwood intercepts for the Sharks into the Hawk zone left wing side. Connor Bedard put the hook into one of the Sharks players, and a whistle blows. We're going to get a power play here for the Sharks. Hooking will be the call. The penalty at 18:08 of period number 1.
Chicago, number 98, 2-minute minor. Hooking.
Yeah, it was on Eklund, and much like we saw from Macklin Celebrini, who took the first penalty in this hockey game, Connor Bedard takes one, the first for his team, and a huge penalty kill here for the Blackhawks. 1:52 to go in period number 1, and in the previous game against the San Jose Sharks, the penalty kill was perfect. They were 4 for 4.
Now the Sharks have allowed 8 shorthanded goals, so we'll see if loose play factors into this penalty kill sequence for the Hawks. Face-off circle to the right of Spencer Knight. Macklin Celebrini will take this face-off against Ryan Green, 2 Boston University products. Celebrini wins it to Orlov high slot. Now to Will Smith along the left wing boards. Back to Orlov at the left point. Orlov holding. And now put it down to Smith along the left side boards. Here's Smith. Put it beside the net. Tyler Toffoli back to Smith. To Wenberg left circle. High slot now Orlov. Fires. Glove save made by Spencer Knight, and he'll hold on to it. Whistle stops play. We're down to 1:32 left in period number 1. Hawks with a 1-0 lead still have 1:40 to kill on the Bedard penalty.
The San Jose Sharks power play ranked 16th overall in the NHL. Lately, though, John, they've been actually pretty good. Last 8 games, 7 power play goals on 23 opportunities. It's right around 30%, so certainly something you have to be aware of.
Nazar facing off against Wenberg. Circle to the right, and Knight. Sharks get it. Celebrini takes the puck high slot. Leaving it in the deep slot for Orlov. He fires. Frank Nazar hit one knee to block it. Got to the puck along the near boards. Clears to center ice, and now Nazar wants to get off the ice. Wenberg back into the Hawk zone. Hands it off to Celebrini left point. Now back in front for Wenberg. He had to catch that pass and escape and try to kick it to a stick in front and get a shot away. Could not. Puck taken back by the Sharks. Toffoli at the left point. To Orlov right point, down to Celebrini beside the right wing circle. To Orlov high slot, over to Toffoli. Slap pass across to the right circle for Celebrini. Off his stick. Loose puck now along the inboards. And dug out by the Hawks. Crevier to Nazar. Moving up the right wing to center ice. He'll clear it all the way down.
Smart play by Frank Nazar, who as you mentioned, John, took one for the team, took it off the inside of the leg, a big block, but then realized he had time to carry the puck up the ice before he iced it, got it down the ice, and a real strong penalty-killing shift from Frank Nazar.
Speaking of icing, we're going to get one here against the Sharks. Some unstructured play, if you will. A pass that missed Kiefer Sherwood and goes down. Faceoff comes down in the circle to the right of Alex Nedeljkovic. 35 seconds left in the frame.
Not something you want to do on your power play. They've had one power play shot so far. And the Blackhawks, number one penalty killing in the entire NHL. They were 2 for 2 against Seattle. That was a big part of that hockey game. Of course, they were 1 for 3 with the man advantage in Seattle, so special teams certainly factoring in there.
There's Dickinson, Sam Dickinson, carrying to center ice, giving the puck to William Eklund into the Hawk zone. Turn the puck over. Good work by Slaggert to get a stick in there. Kaiser the other way, shorthanded over the Shark line left wing. Put it down to the left wing corner. Slaggert pokes it down toward the side of the net, picked off by Dickinson, coming back up ice with 7 seconds left in the frame. Gains the Hawk zone, spins it down behind the net. Knight stopping it for Kaiser, who wraps it off the far glass and up into the protected netting as time elapses here in period number 1. And the Hawks will take a 1-0 lead into the dressing rooms after 40 minutes. Shots on goal favoring the Hawks 7-6. And when period number 2 commences, Steve, the Sharks will have 8 seconds of power play time.
Yeah, so they've effectively killed that off, although 8 seconds, I guess you have a little bit of time to maybe get the puck down the ice and get a shot on that. But I think overall the coaching staff has to be real happy. I don't know why the players are staying on the ice. I think they figure there might be time left on the clock. And that puck that was cleared caught the netting, and that's when they blew the whistle. And when that happened, there was still 0.9 seconds to go. So, hey, listen, opportunity here for the San Jose Sharks to win a draw. And I wouldn't be surprised if they pull their netminder, and they have.
They just did, yeah.
They put their netminder, so now they can put 6-on-4 in a huge draw here for San Jose. Macklin Celebrini looks like lining up to take it.
Well, it's going to be Ryan Green taking this draw against Celebrini. Face-off circle to Knight's right. 0.9 on the clock. It's going to need to be a clean face-off win by Celebrini and a quick shot. The drop of the puck. It's academic. Green wins it to the boards. Period ends. A little bit of a push and shove episode in front of the Hawks net as the time has expired. Teams head to their respective dressing rooms. Now, Hawks 1, Sharks no score after 20. I mentioned the shot 7-6. That's how it stays. And so in period number 2, 8 seconds will remain for the Sharks on the power play.
Yeah, I think the Blackhawks will really be happy with the way this game has unfolded. They held a lead in shots 7-3 at one point. That was after the power play. And, of course, the power play struck, so that gave them the 1-0 lead. And then I think overall, defensively, in their own zone, I can't really think of too many grade A chances that San Jose had on Spencer Knight. A couple from Desharnais, not known for his goal-scoring ability, the big defenseman, but a nice save off of him. And all in all, I think a pretty good first period for the Blackhawks.
I think so, too. All right, 1 period in the books. You heard the score, 1-0 Hawks. Charlie Roumeliotis is standing by in Blackhawks Central. He is going to have a full intermission report, and that's going to be followed by second period action here in San Jose with the Hawks leading 1-0. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo's Remarkable Fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
When you're ready to ask the most important question, let the ring do the talking. At Rogers & Holland's Family Jewelers, they specialize in engagement rings that say everything you feel. From classic solitaires to the latest trends and custom design services. Experience the famous Rogers & Holland's difference. Stop by one of their many stores or shop online at fornowandforever.com.
Rogers and Holland, for now and forever.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get the Hyundai Tucson for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end April 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
It's a fact. Resilient as our bodies are, a cavity is one of the few things your body cannot heal. It's also one of the easiest things to prevent with proper dental care. Main Street Smiles in Barrington can keep you and your smile healthy and straight and bright and shiny too. Especially now because Dr. Amar Patani at Main Street Smiles is discounting crowns, implants, braces, clear aligners, veneers, 20 to 25%. Don't let the cost or your worry about the expense keep you away. I'm John Williams. I go to Main Street Smiles. It's a comforting experience and a great value. Remember, with or without insurance, you, the new patient, get that checkup, cleaning, fluoride treatment, and treatment plan, just $79. So spend a little money and a little time to take care of your oral health so your teeth will look great and last a lifetime. Their teeth whitening is state-of-the-art, too. Click right now on MainStreet312.com. Click on MainStreet312.com.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Time for a break. It's intermission time. That's a wrap. Here's Charlie Remiliotis with your intermission update.
20 minutes is in the books in San Jose, and the Blackhawks hold a 1-0 lead on the Sharks through 20 minutes of play. Ryan Donato scored his 15th goal of the season to get to the Blackhawks on the board. That's going to lead us into our looking at the odds. According to Circa Sports Illinois, the Blackhawks were plus 120 to score the first goal of this game, so they were underdogs. They scored the first goal for the 44th time this season, which is 7th most in the NHL. The Hawks, in the previous 43 instances, 22, 13, and 8 record for a win percentage of .512, which actually ranks 30th in the NHL, just above Toronto and Vancouver. So not great company to be at, but the Blackhawks scoring the 7th most first goals this season. Circa Sports Illinois, every time the Blackhawks win, somebody will win a 2-night stay at Circa Resort and Casino, and another 100 people will get an $100 credit on the Circa app. See the Blackhawks contest page for details. A light NHL schedule today. Only 3 other games on the docket. 2 of them have already gone final. Let's start in Buffalo, where the Sabres hosted a playoff-type matchup with the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight, battling for the top seed in the Atlantic and the Eastern Conference as a whole. And the Sabres picked up a big 4-2 victory over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Jason Zucker led the way for the Sabres with a goal and an assist. Alex Tuck also found the back of the net to get the scoring open. 30th goal of the season for Alex Tuck. And this was a playoff type atmosphere over in Buffalo, who clinched the playoffs, but are now battling for the number 1 seed in the Atlantic Division. These 2 teams now, Tampa Bay and Buffalo, are now tied at the top for the Atlantic. Let's get to some notable items on the Tampa Bay side. Nikita Kucherov found the back of the net for the 400th time in his NHL career. He now ties he joins Steven Stamkos as the only players in Lightning history to have at least 400 career goals. Kucherov also now has 21 points in his last seven road games. He's averaging 3 points per game in his last 7 road games. Also, Jake Gensel extended his point streak to 8 games with a goal and an assist. He has 14 points over that stretch. Also has 7 goals now in his last 7 games against the Buffalo Sabres. Over in Winnipeg, the Jets rolled past the Seattle Kraken, who now fell to 5-13-2 since the Olympic break. That is the second worst record in the NHL over that stretch. Seattle, of course, lost 4-2 to Chicago on Saturday night. How about the Winnipeg Jets, man? They now move within 1 point of a playoff spot in the Western Conference. They were led tonight by Jonathan Taves, who snapped an 8-game goal drought and had his 3rd multi-point game of the season after having a goal and an assist. Kyle Connor found the back of the net twice That's now back-to-back games where Connor has scored at least 2 goals. So he had 2 goals in the last game, 2 goals tonight. Also has 7 goals in his last 7 games. And then Mark Scheifele also had 3 points. All 3 of the points were assists. And then Winnipeg also got back forwards Nino Niederreiter and Vladislav Nemesnikov from injuries. Niederreiter missed 20 games with a knee injury. Nemesnikov missed 18 games with a lower body injury, and he actually ended up scoring an empty net goal to seal the victory for Winnipeg. The LA Kings and Nashville Predators are squaring off in LA tonight. That game is in the first period early on. LA is currently up 1-0. Joel Armia has his 12th goal of the season. That's another big game in the standings between the Nashville Predators and LA Kings as far as the wild card race goes. Let's get to some other NHL news. The New York Islanders announced yesterday that Patrick Waugh is out as head coach. Peter DeBoer is in with 4 games left in the regular season. The Islanders have lost 4 in a row and have allowed at least 4 goals in each of those games. They have fallen out of a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. So clearly a move where they're looking to get back on track. Their next game is on Thursday against the Toronto Maple Leafs, and all 4 of those remaining games for the Islanders will be at home. And then finally, the New Jersey Devils announced today that president of hockey ops and GM Tom Fitzgerald will depart the organization. He had been in that role since the 2020 year. Early speculation is that Fitzgerald could end up in Nashville in a similar position. He was their first captain as a player in franchise history. The Predators have progressed to the next stage of their interview. So we'll see if Tom Fitzgerald gets a look over in Nashville. Elsewhere in sports, let's do an NCAA National Championship update. Michigan is currently leading UConn 52-45 in the second half. And then some baseball update. The Cubs lost their second straight after falling to the Tampa Bay Rays 6-4. But before the game, Matthew Boyd was placed on the injured list with a left bicep strain. Boyd is the second Cubs starter to land on the IL this week, with Cade Horton going on it with a right elbow strain yesterday. And then the White Sox had their 3-game winning streak snapped earlier today, losing to the Baltimore Orioles 2-1. Meanwhile, over in San Jose, the Blackhawks and Sharks are squaring off. It's a 1-0 lead for the Blackhawks. We'll break down that first period next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Lou Manfredini helps you around the house Saturday morning starting at 6 on WGN.
Hey, Jeremy Roenick here. You know, I played in an era that was tough, gritty, old school. But I got major respect for the next generation of hockey. The speed, the skill, the precision. That's what I see in Flight by Yuengling. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, but built for today. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, clean, crisp, real beer flavor without the heaviness. This is the light beer that keeps up with the modern game. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
All my life, my mom sacrificed so much for our family. So when she needed a life-saving liver transplant and I learned I was a match, I didn't hesitate to be her donor. I was nervous for my mom, who would be facing it all in English, her second language. But thankfully, our team at Northwestern Medicine spoke Spanish, putting our family at ease and making the entire experience seamless.
Top 10 in the nation for transplant volume, the team at Northwestern Medicine performed a living donor transplant. First, removing a portion of Francisco's healthy liver to then transplant to his mother, Dolores. Northwestern Medicine has saved the most lives through organ transplant in Illinois and its surrounding states.
Now my mom's feeling better than she has in decades, and she's back to giving it her all. This time, on the dance floor at my wedding.
Northwestern Medicine is committed to providing world-class care across Chicagoland, because what makes us better makes you better. Learn more at nm.org/transplant.
First intermission in San Jose. Blackhawks are wrapping up their final road trip of the season. We have played 20 minutes of hockey in San Jose, and the Blackhawks hold a 2-0 lead. This is a massive game in the standings for the San Jose Sharks, who are trying to claw it back into a playoff picture after there's kind of like a little bit of a tight race going on right now with Nashville, LA, Winnipeg. San Jose and also St. Louis out of nowhere since the Olympic break. And the Blackhawks have looked like the better team in that first period against the San Jose Sharks. Ryan Donato scoring his 15th goal of the season. That came a second after the power play had expired. Funny enough, we were talking about Connor Bedard versus Macklin Celebrini, the matchup that we were going to be watching in this game. Both players were sitting in the penalty box in that first period, with the Blackhawks getting the first power play opportunity at the exact 7-minute mark of the first period. And then later on, the Connor Bedard committing a penalty with 1:52 left in the first. But I want to mention the Connor Bedard picking up a secondary assist on Ryan Donato's goal in that first period, puts him at 200 career NHL points. That puts him the 7th fastest player in Blackhawks history to hit the 200-point mark. Here's the list. It starts, number 1 is Dennis Savard hitting the 200 career point mark in 160 games. You had Bill Masienko do it in 175 games. Max Bentley is 3rd on the list at 120. Jeremy Roenick 4th at 124. Steve Larmer 5th at 196. Doug Bentley is 6th at 210. And then there's Connor Bedard and Patrick Kane, who have hit the 200-point mark in their careers at exactly the same time, 215 games. So how about that? And I know this doesn't play into a factor as far as the games played, but Connor probably would have gotten there sooner as far as in the, sooner in the schedule if he obviously suffered that broken jaw his rookie year in the NHL. Then earlier this year, he suffered a shoulder injury, and then he missed a game because of the stomach bug. So I imagine we probably would have been talking about this graphic earlier in the season if Connor had stayed healthy for his full rookie year and the earlier in the first half of the season for the Blackhawks. But how about that? Connor and Patrick Kane hitting the 200-point mark at the exact same time in their NHL careers. How about that? All right, Blackhawks are up 1-0 on the San Jose Sharks. We'll set up the second period next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500 on air and on smart devices worldwide.
Cold weather and hockey season go together hand in hand, but your home isn't a hockey rink, and you want it to be the perfect temperature no matter the season. With Mitsubishi electric heating and air conditioning mini split systems, you get the ultimate comfort and efficiency every time, even in those difficult to heat places in your home. Their units are designed to deliver consistent comfort where you need it most. Check out Mitsubishi electric heating and cooling mini split systems today at getacomfyhome.com.
Chicago hockey fans love a good power play. And when it comes to selling your house, you want a team you can trust.
That's why Jeff Buys Your House is your winning play. No repairs, no commissions, and you pick the closing date.
That's like skating on a clean sheet of ice, fast and smooth.
We're a local, veteran-owned company that's been helping Chicagoland homeowners since 2007.
Make the smart move and go for the win. Visit JeffBuysYourHouse.com for your no-obligation offer today.
Marquette Bank has been helping neighbors, families, and business owners in Chicagoland for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you know your banker. You have access to a team of real professionals to help you make smarter financial decisions. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
Thinking of painting your brick? Think again. Paint chips, peels, and traps moisture. Hi, it's Chris Balke with All City Brick Staining. Get a lasting, natural finish that lets your brick breathe. Staining not only refreshes your home or office building, with an up-to-date look, it lasts longer and increases your property's value. No peeling, no chipping. Just beautiful, vibrant brickwork for years to come. Increase your curb appeal today with All City Brick Staining. For your free consultation, visit acbstaining.com. That's acbstaining.com.
The Lutheran Hour began in 1930. It's the world's longest running Christian outreach radio program. Tune in Sunday mornings at 6:30 right here on WGN.
Up next, the second period. Here's Charlie Roumeliotis with your recap.
Blackhawks and Sharks are on the ice for the start of the second period in San Jose. Just one goal scored in that opening frame, and it was Ryan Donato scoring his 15th of the year, 9:01 into the opening frame.
Hawks haven't gotten a shot yet. Now Ladar put it over. Nazar drive. They score! Nazar put it on goal. Nedeljkovic made the initial save, but Ryan Donato was right there to clean up the rebound. It's a power play goal, and the Hawks take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that must have felt really good for Ryan Donato, who snapped a 15-game goal drought. His last goal that he scored was against the Vancouver Canucks at the United Center exactly 1 month ago on March 6th. And how about this? Since Ryan Donato has joined the Blackhawks, he now has 12 points in his last 7 games against the San Jose Sharks. And we still have 2 more periods of play to play in San Jose. So almost averaging 2 points per game against the San Jose Sharks since joining the Blackhawks. What's on Deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com as we go back over to San Jose with John and Steve, where the Blackhawks will kill off about 8 seconds of power play time.
And Charlie, that's exactly why I picked Ryan Donato when the Who's Going to Deliver portion of the broadcast in the pregame arose. Thank you very much, Charlie.
He's already delivered for you, John.
That's kind of boy. Underway here in the second period. Sharks get control off the draw. They now have 4 seconds of power play time. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Hawks are at full strength. Sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless effort. A relentless pursuit of better medicine. I'm sorry. Back inside the Shark zone. Big body check on Bedard. The other way come the Sharks. Celebrini into the Hawk zone. Right wing circle. Put a pass to the slot. And Louis Crevier, actually Teuvo Teravainen, was hooked down to the ice. No penalty called as the puck cleared to center ice by Nazar. Desharnais for the Sharks. Back into the Hawk zone along the right wing side. Spins the puck down behind the net. Crevier put it up the right wing side. Nazar shot it ahead. Frondel. He's in over the Shark line down the right wing. Dropped the shoulder. Tried to barrel to the net. Was shoved in behind by Dickinson. Loose puck along the left wing boards, taken by Ilya Mikheyev to Frondel, bottom of the left circle. Spun it in front. It was intended for Bertuzzi. One of the Sharks, I believe Dickinson, got a skate in there. Now Mikheyev with the puck in the left wing corner. That's it free. And Celebrini will pick up the puck and skate out with it to center ice. Hands it off to Will Smith in front of the Sharks bench. He'll dump it lazily down the right boards and in behind the Hawk net. Back to get it, Alec Vlasic. Tank pass ahead. Mikheyev, Shark line to Bertuzzi over the line. To Mikheyev, left circle. Pumps it in on goal off the end of the glove of Nedeljkovic. And now Bertuzzi from the right wing corner tried to fire it in front. This is picked off by Michael Misa. He'll spin it ahead. Goes down into the Hawk zone. Back to get the puck, Alex Vlasic. Hooks it ahead to center ice in front of the Sharks bench. Leddy had it taken away. And now the Sharks get it back in the Hawk zone. Misa to Chernishoff now along the left sideboards. He moves back to the left point with the puck, put it down to the corner to Toffoli. To Misa back in the net. Moves it around to the right point. Ferraro fires. Turned out of there. Loose puck in the crease and a scramble. They score. Very hard to tell which one of the Sharks got the last stick on that. It might have been Tyler Toffoli, but now the officials are going to confer on this goal. The red light did come on, and one of the referees pointed at the back of the Hawk net. You've got all 4 of them in a huddle as they head back right over to the penalty timekeeper bench.
It's unfortunate, too, John, because Rinzel had an opportunity with the puck just outside his blue line to make a play to get it going north. He didn't, and as a result, the turnover ends up in the back of their net. And, boy, what a scramble that was. It almost looked like Misa kicked that with his skate, so I hope they do replay this. Here's the call.
The call on the ice is no goal for the puck being kicked in.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Misa, and there was a massive humanity in the blue paint. Misa was down on one knee, and as he was getting up, he brought his skate into the puck. And, you know, had he not done that, maybe another one of the teammates might have been able to get to it. And, yeah, Chernichoff, who was right in behind, could have possibly got to that puck, but it was kicked in by Misa. Good call by the referee. It was a quick call, too. I'm glad. They spent very little time reviewing that. So no goal, San Jose. Blackhawks still lead at 1-0.
I would say that I had a clear look at the video board here in San Jose, but there's a big piece of steel that runs right in front of us about 20 feet away and takes away half the board. So
they don't care about us, John.
Yeah, they really. I think we're not even on the food chain, not to mention the bottom of the food chain. Spectacular view of the ice, but video board not so much. Anyway, it remains 1-0 favor of the Hawks. That's center ice. Sasha Boisvert takes a pass into the Shark zone, but this play is whistled down on the offside.
Ooh.
And we'll get a face-off back to center ice.
I think there's going to be a penalty here, John. Landon Slaggert, high stick, maybe accidental. Came up on, here's the call.
Chicago penalty number 84, committed minor, high sticking.
Yeah, it came up on one of the defensemen. It might have been Mukmadulin. And as a result, it'll be San Jose going back to their second power play. Now, the Blackhawks did a great job at the end of period number 1, killing that first power play. And right now, fresh ice for San Jose, 17:45 left to go in the second period. And they're on their second power play of the night.
Penalty at 2:15 of period number 2. Face-off circle to Knight's right. The drop of the puck. Sharks get it. Orloff along the left sideboards. Spun it down behind the Hawk net around to Celebrini at the right point. He's checked there by Mikheyev, who got on the defensive side of the puck. Toffoli wraps it behind the Hawk net up the near side, off of Crevier's stick. Green got to the puck. Clears it away, but not out. And then Mikheyev with a hustling play. Poke checks it over the blue line to center ice.
That quick speed from Mikheyev. I think he surprises a lot of people. He just got quick feet. And, boy, he gets to loose pucks. Anticipates where the puck's going to be, but he gets to loose pucks probably faster than anyone on this team. And nice job getting it down the ice.
Tenacious could be his middle name.
Yeah, exactly.
Celebrini into the Hawk zone, got through traffic, moves in and fires, and a butterfly save made by Knight. Wenberg at the left point. Put the puck to the left wing corner. Now left wing half boards, Will Smith. Put it down beside the net to Toffoli. To Smith left point. Moves it high slot, Celebrini. Backing up to the right point. He'll give it to Orloff at the deep slot. Winds up, fakes on a shot. Sends it over to Smith, top of the left wing circle. Put it back into the high slot. Orloff pokes it over to Celebrini along the far boards. Vlasic intercepts. Clears to center ice. Nazar's got it with a shorthanded chance. He's in over the Shark line on the left wing, but checked off the puck by Orloff. Then the puck is whacked ahead to Smith over the Hawk line. To Wenberg left circle. Put it down beside the net. Puck flipped in front of the net by Kiefer Sherwood. Taken away by the Hawks. And Nazar will fire it all the way down.
Great job by Frank Nazar to come back hard after he was nullified just inside the blue line by Orloff, who did a great job defensively. Nazar had a 2-on-1, but couldn't get the puck across the ice. But good job coming back hard and breaking up a play.
Chernishoff into the Hawk zone on the left wing side to the half boards. Pokes it to Eklund, who sends it behind the Hawk net. Ilya Mikheyev got hold of it there, and he wrists it through the air and all the way down. Now 12 seconds left on the Shark power play. They are in their last rush. Dickinson passing to Eklund over the center ice circle. Put it to the Hawk line. Sherwood over the line. He turned it over to Mikheyev. He'll fire it all the way down as the Hawks have come back to full strength. Sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine.
Yeah, 3 good clears by the Blackhawks. That effectively killed about 45 seconds of power play time.
Lisa racing into the Hawk zone right wing side. Put a back pass to the line. That looked offside. Letty took it away instead. Put it down behind the net. And it's spun out by Chernishoff out to the left point. Dickinson fires from there. That deflects through to the far corner. Lardis tried to clear it, hit Letty. Now loose puck into the near corner Hawk zone, and Del Mastro will wave a backhander up the right wing to center ice. Dickinson slaps it back into the Hawk zone on a delayed offside. The Sharks are now getting a line change as the Hawks get the puck back. Kaiser behind the Hawk net. Moving out with the puck to the Hawk blue line. Sweeps it over on the right wing to Del Mastro. He sent it high down the glass in behind the Shark net around up the far side. Delandria is hit, but a stop. Chuck came along and got the puck. Breaks into the Hawk zone down the right wing. Into the corner, then in behind the net to the left wing corner. Leaving it behind the net for Barclay Gaudreau. Gaudreau moves the puck out to the left point. Dmitry Orlov. To Vincent Desharnais, right point. Long wrist shot, sails wide. And now loose puck into the high slot. And a one-timer by Gaudreau was blocked. Del Mastro lifts the puck down to the Shark blue line. Delandria is there. We get a whistle on a hand pass called against San Jose. So the Hawks 2 for 2 on the penalty kill sequence here tonight. And almost had a couple of shorthanded chances. I mentioned San Jose giving up 8 shorthanded goals this season. Looked like they potentially could have given up another one.
Yeah, Orloff with a good defensive play. He kind of nullified Frank Nazar. Certainly could have been a 2-on-1, possibly even a breakaway. Great block there right at the very end, Ethan Del Mastro. Now, it was a broken play. The puck just happened to come to Goudreau. The quick shot from the deep slot, and Ethan Del Mastro, right place, right time, made the block.
Crevier back in the Hawk zone between the circles. Misses on a pass up the right wing for Landon Slaggert. This goes all the way down, and icing is the call against the Hawks. So we're down to 14-16 left in period number 2. Still 1-0 Chicago Blackhawks.
What's surprising about this team, John, the San Jose Sharks, they allow 3.5 goals per game against, which is the second worst in the entire NHL. Worst is Vancouver at 3.8. It just goes to show you that, they're running gun. They score a lot of goals, but they also give up a lot of goals. And tonight they've only given up one so far.
The Hawks get control off the draw. Crevier lifts the puck out to center ice. Sasha Boisvert's got it at the Shark line on the right wing. Put it down to the corner and then runs Shakir Mukamadulin into the corner boards. They battle for the puck. Mangiapane on the scene as well. And Boisvert using his skate to kick it along the end dasher. Mukamadulin laying on Boisvert there. A little scrum develops in the corner. They continue to contest for the puck. Ferraro finally pulls it out of there behind the Shark net. Over to Will Smith, hit by Nick Lardis of the Hawks. He reverses directions on the puck, put it behind the net. Mukamadulin in the near corner, passing up the near side. Crevier picked it off. They battle for the puck now along the half boards. And the puck is popped out to center ice by Celebrini down to the Hawk blue line. Alex Vlasic back to take it there. Drops it to Crevier just inside the Hawk blue line along the right wing side. Angles a pass up the right wing. Lardis has it. Over the Shark line. Drop pass to Bedard. High slot. Bedard drifts away to the left point. Moving it there for Kaiser. Kaiser leaving it for Bedard. He turned it over. William Eklund on a breakaway. Through center over the Hawk line. Down the slot. Shoots. He scores. Well, it looked like Connor Bedard was trying to hit a teammate coming into the Shark zone a little bit late. Eklund, sensing that the pass was coming, put himself in the right position and picked it off and went the rest of the way. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, a little too fancy there from Wyatt Kaiser, trying to make a play just inside the blue line, maybe forcing something that wasn't there. Connor Bedard had control of the puck, gave it to Kaiser. He turned it over, and it'll be an unassisted goal. William Eklund off to the races, and that's his 14th on the year. Perfectly placed shot right between, looked like it went between the legs of Spencer Knight. And San Jose has tied it.
And Steve said 14th on the season from Eklund unassisted. The goal at 6:57 of period number 2. Now back in the Shark zone. Dmitry Orlov chases the puck down, carries behind the net. Put it around to the near corner, picked off by Frank Nazar there. Nazar back up the board, sent it down to Donato back in the net. He has the Hawks goal. Battling against Desharnais. Donato put it to the right point. Del Mastro, long shot, blocker save made. Loose puck in the crease. They battle for it, and Nedeljkovic will plop on the puck and hold it, and a whistle will stop play. And now we get some pushing and shoving to the side of the Shark net. The linesmen are on the scene, and no further damage there. 12:39 left in the second period here in San Jose. Hawks and Sharks tied at 1. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Give people a place to gather and make fire the focal point of your home again. With a majestic fireplace or insert, you'll enjoy the warmth and ambiance of fire with contemporary style and the latest technology. Whether you're looking for wood, electric, or gas, indoors or out, Majestic offers a broad range of sizes and styles. Visit their showroom on Bowes Road in Elgin or call for a free estimate. 847-741-5903. 847-741-5903. House of Fireplaces, giving you a warm feeling since 1953.
I've tried everything to stand out at work. Donuts, a company coffee blend, even dressed as the company mascot for Halloween.
There's an easier way, a ComEd facility assessment. Their engineer gave my company free insights and actions that saved us $732,000 on energy. Easy, right?
Learn how ComEd can help you save at ComEd.com/facility assessment. ComEd, powering lives. Savings will vary based on customers' usage and rate.
It's Bob Surratt and the morning crew, 6 till 10 a.m. Now drop the puck. Back to Blackhawks hockey.
Thanks, Bob. And have you ever wanted to be featured during a Blackhawks game? Well, now's your chance with the BMO Ultimate Fan Sweepstakes. Enter for a chance to win 4 lower-level tickets, an autographed Blackhawks replica Centennial jersey, and the opportunity to compete on the big screen during the game for a shot at amazing prizes.
Yeah.
Visit Blackhawks.com/promotions to enter today. I've got to get better at reading, John. You know what?
You think?
Yeah, I got to polish up on my my reading.
Steve, don't beat yourself up. Come on. You're a tremendous slouch.
Part of it's these little commas that I can't see anymore because I'm getting old.
Well, I know of an outstanding optometrist, the best optometrist in all of DuPage County, Dr. Jim Kelly.
Oh.
So if you ever need to go see Doc, he's a good hockey player too, by the way, one of my buddies.
Absolutely.
He'll take care of you. Take care of your family too. Michael Misa breaking out of the Shark zone over the Hawk line down the left wing. Had trouble handling the puck and then gets smothered into the inboards there by Louis Crevier.
How frustrating. The fans were on the edge of their seat, literally going crazy, and Misa couldn't stick a fork in it. It just kept bouncing on him, and it ended up harmlessly in the corner.
Misa's about 5'11", skating up ice, facing a guy that's 6'8". I think I'd get a little nervous as well.
Yeah, that was probably part of it.
Sharks on the attack, and now Bertuzzi back checking, took the puck away from Dickinson. Dickinson gains the Hawk line, however. Sweeps it down behind the net, around up the far side, off of Goudreau's stick. Then Goudreau got it back at the right point, sends it down to a Stopchuk behind the Hawk net. He's effectively eliminated off the puck by Korchinski. But the Sharks get control again. Dickinson for the left point, fires a shot. Connor Bedard got a stick in there. Loose puck deflects into the right wing corner. Nick Leddy centers, slapped out of there by Crevier to the left wing boards to Bertuzzi. He'll lift it out the center ice. Here comes Bedard to get the puck. Shark line. Carries over the line to the left wing side. Hit the brakes, now carries back through the high slot. Gave it to Del Mastro, top of the right wing circle. He delays and then fires. And that hit Teravainen. Connor Bedard got the puck coming by the net, carried in behind and tried to center. Picked off by the Sharks. Ostapchuk, Shark line, right wing. Rink wide pass intended for Dellandrea. It's no good to him. It ends up on Del Mastro's stick, and here are the Hawks the other way. Bedard leading the rush into the Shark zone. Drop pass Lourdes. Back to Bedard. Tough angle shot from the right circle. Oh, and Nedeljkovic squeezes the left post and kept that one out. Whistle stopping play. You knew what Connor Bedard was doing from up here. We had an unobstructed view. He was going for the top corner of that Shark net.
Yeah, he's just absolutely dancing out there right now, John. He's got the jump. He wants the puck. He's making things happen every time he's on the ice. Unfortunately, that last time, real nice stop there by Nedeljkovic, just sealing off the post and making sure he covered up that rebound. To watch Connor Bedard when he's got it going, it's like a water bug on ice. The cutbacks are unbelievable. He's shedding checks all over the ice. He was my pick to click tonight. I think he's still going to score at some point.
You get that feeling, too, kind of based on his body language. Here's Will Smith into the Hawk zone, left wing side. Fed the slot, Celebrini. Back checking was Ryan Donato. He lifts Celebrini's stick off the puck, got control of it, and starts the rush the other way. Head to Ryan Green. He lost the puck into the Shark zone. Taken away by Ferraro. Head to Colin Graff, the Quinnipiac product, into the Hawk zone along the left wing side. Turned the puck over in the corner to Wyatt Kaiser. Kaiser hands it along the right boards to Green. Flip the puck across to Vlasic, left wing side. Ahead to Donato. To Green over the Shark line, down the right wing. Fed it up the slot. There's Nazar to get it. Fired a backhander. This hits the glass. Loose puck in behind the net. Taken back by the Sharks, Mario Ferraro. Passing up the left wing, Will Smith. Rink wide pass, Celebrini on a 2-on-1 break over the Hawk line, right circle. He fires! And Knight is down with a butterfly save. He'll hold on to the puck and a whistle stops play. One of the most dangerous shooters in the National Hockey League. Got away an outstanding shot, but an even better save by Spencer Knight. Keeps the score at 1. 9:48 left in the second. Hawks and Sharks tied. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
It's Chris Cuomo from News Nation. The Blackhawks play here on WGN Radio.
When the games matter most, bet with Circa Sports. From baseball to basketball, hockey to golf, Circa Sports has it all. Circa Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. Player-friendly pricing, enhanced game options, and best of all, no bet fees. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players, Circa Sports has you covered. Download the Circa Sports app or visit circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Jiffy Lube's quick, quality 15-minute oil change service will have your car ready before you know it. It's so fast, you'll find yourself saying, already ready? Even now, after I just told you, you'll still be surprised at how fast and efficient it is. Plus, Jiffy Lube does more than just oil changes fast. They'll take care of the preventive maintenance your car needs to keep running smoothly, like free fluid top-offs, battery checks, and more. All in a jiffy. So come in today. You're practically already ready.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Cold is sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago, where they do it right the first time. Who's hot? How about Ricard Raquel of the Pittsburgh Penguins? 5 goals in his last 7 games. He was voted first star of the week. And who's not? Patrick Waugh, former coach of the New York Islanders, relieved of his duties a couple of nights ago. Yeah. He was one of the better stories, or part of one of the better stories this year. The New York Islanders weren't supposed to do much. They were in a playoff spot, but recently in a bit of a slide. The last 4 games in a row.
You got a feeling, Steve, that Patrick Waugh is going to go back to his native province of Quebec and get back involved with the Quebec Rempart, a team that he had so much success with at the junior hockey level, including a Memorial Cup championship. Just have a feeling he's going to get back to coaching kids.
I think he probably will. He loves the game, and he won't be out of it for long.
Now back inside the Shark zone. Alex Lindbergh will carry the puck down behind his net, chased out by Andrew Mangiapane, who forces the puck to the near corner. Shakir Mukamadulin will spin it up the left wing side. William Ekman, Hawk blue line, deflects the puck down behind the net. Knight calmly hands it over near corner to Kaiser. Lead pass up the right wing, Anton Frondel. He tried to go across the rink with a pass, picked off by Michael Misa to Tyler Toffoli into the Hawk zone. From the right circle, sent it across the rink. And Frondel will bat it to center ice. Mikheyev's got it for the Hawks. Over the Shark line right point to Kaiser left point. Fires a shot, and this caught a stick and ends up going up into the protective netting. So we get a whistle, stopping play. Face-off will stay inside the Shark zone. And this will be in the circle to, looks like it's going to be in the circle to the left of goaltender Alex Nedeljkovic. Actually, now the right. We put it over the left.
Yeah, see that last play. Ilya Mikheyev was looking to put it back to the point, and it was Wyatt Kaiser he saw was wide open. Unfortunately, Anton Frondel was between them. He did not see the guy behind him. He tried to grab that pass, ended up deflecting it, so it wasn't a clean pass to Wyatt Kaiser.
Frondel against Tyler Toffoli, who won a Stanley Cup with Los Angeles in 2014. The draw taken by Bertuzzi. Back to the left point, Kaiser. He spin it down behind the Shark net. And Dickinson got in front of that, in front of Mikheyev. Mikheyev now to the puck along the left wing boards to Bertuzzi, left wing corner. Here's Bertuzzi, fought free from a check, moves it to Kaiser, high slot. The Crevier, right half boards, firing a shot. Boy, that hit the blocker of Nedeljkovic and bounced out. And here come the Sharks the other way. Chernyshov into the Hawk zone, fed the left circle of Misa. Carries behind the net, fed it up the slot, right onto the stick of Toffoli with a point-blank shot. Turned out of there with a blocker saved by Knight. And Chernyshov holding the puck at the line. To Letty, right wing corner. Swept it toward the front of the net. Batted in behind by Mikheyev. Chernyshov's got the puck. Right wing corner to Toffoli in the slot. Fires a shot that goes wide. And Ilya Mikheyev to the puck in the far corner Hawk zone as the Sharks go for a line change. Mikheyev put the puck behind the Hawk net to Wyatt Kaiser.
Yeah, and all 3 forwards changing for the Chicago Blackhawks. One of the better shifts in this game for the San Jose Sharks. They now lead the Chicago Blackhawks in shots 12-11, the first time they've done that in this game.
Now, Connor Bedard redirects a Wyatt Kaiser pass down to the inboards in the Shark end. Nedeljkovic, the goaltender, spun it away up the right wing side to Graf, who redirects the puck into the Hawk zone. Connor Bedard firing it off the glass to center ice to Teravainen. And now to Kevin Korchinski. He and one of the Sharks get their sticks on the puck simultaneously, and it deflects over the penalty timekeeper bench. 1-1 the score, 7:03 left in period number 2.
Well, the Chicago Blackhawks coming into this game 15, 19, and 6 on the road, and which is impressive considering that they've only won 17 games combined over the last 2 years away from the United Center. So 17 wins on the road the last 2 years. We got 15 now, hoping for 16 after tonight. And if they do get that 16th win here on the road tonight, John, that'll be the most since the 2019-2020 season.
That was the COVID season.
That's right.
Yeah. Inside the Shark zone, here's Bedard taking a handoff from Lardis from the left circle, moves toward the slot and fires a backhand, turned out of there by Nedeljkovic. Teravainen flips it over to the left wing boards. Korchinski there will swing it back in behind the net. Teravainen grabs the puck along the right side boards, spins it back behind the Shark net. Bedard got to it in the left wing corner, working against his buddy Macklin Celebrini. He put the puck back into the left wing corner. Desharnais tried to work it out of the zone, and now Celebrini will pick it up. Skate in front of his net, bank pass up the left wing. Colin Graf into the Hawk zone. At the left point, sheds a check, moves into the high slot, fed it over. Bottom of the right circle, the pass in front to Celebrini, and a point-blank shot and a blocker save made by Spencer Knight. That came off the stick of Dmitry Orlov.
That was a great three-way passing play. It really started carrying the puck up the ice. Colin Graf, who's been so good for the San Jose Sharks, an undrafted free agent, and he's got 20 goals already this year.
Now Mukamadulin moves the puck into the Hawk zone. Vlasic tried to spin it out. I believe it hit one of the Shark players and hit the corner glass, the concave curve corner glass at the end of the Shark bench, and bounced back into play. Hence the whistle. And we're going to get a face-off where? In the Hawk zone or out in center ice?
I think the linesman have to confirm. Yeah, I'm not too sure why it is. But I think you're right, though, John. I think it was cleared by a Blackhawk player and ended up going off of the rounded part of the glass right by the player's bench. So an important draw here. I tell you, all of a sudden the Blackhawks now have the lead in shots, 13-11. But San Jose's been pushing the last 4 or 5 minutes.
What do you think of painting that glass, that curved glass costs? I have to talk to Danny Ahern about that. We'll get back to the United States maybe. Danny would know. Inside the Hawk zone, Delandry along the left wing boards put a pass back to the line for Mukamadulin, but he had vacated the point. The puck slides to center ice. Ferraro put the puck into the Hawk in. The Hawks get it. Green goes rink wide with the pass. Donato over the Shark line, right wing side. Cuts back through the slot. Was knocked off balance, but still has the puck. Donato left point. To Green along the left wing boards. To Vlasic at the left point. Sent it off the end boards as ricochets to the right wing side boards. Donato there, fed the right point to Renzel. He'll flip it back in behind the Shark net. Mukamadulin there, strokes the pass up the right side boards. Gaudreau into the Hawks zone, leads a 2-on-1 break to the right circle to up Stopchuk. He fired from near the goal line on goal, and that's gloved by Spencer Knight, who will hold on to it in the Hawk crease. 1-1 with 5:12 left in period number 2 here in San Jose. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The NHL is officially back, and right now, new FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Put your first bet in the back of the net on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. Must be 21 or older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Is your old air conditioner running all the time, but not cooling your home? Stop wasting energy and money. Call Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric today for a complete AC cleaning and tune-up. It will include absolutely free, a 1-year, no breakdown guarantee, all for just $89.95. That's right. We guarantee your AC will cool your home for an entire year or your money back. Call 866-4 Seasons.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
At Motorworks in Barrington, 6 iconic brands come together to meet all your automotive needs. From BMW and Mercedes-Benz to Cadillac, Porsche, Honda, and Infiniti, their showroom offers an unmatched selection. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned, or simply need trusted care for your current vehicle, Motorworks has you covered. Visit today and see why Chicagoland drivers have trusted Motorworks in Barrington for decades. A proud member of the Mergado Automotive Group. Motorworks.com.
I'm John Williams here weekdays 10 to 2 on WGN Radio. Let's get you back to the Blackhawks.
Well, tonight's Coaches Challenges are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, with 8 specialties ranked among the top 10 in the nation by U.S. News and World Report. The teams at Northwestern Medicine offer second opinions for the toughest conditions. You know what they take a second look at that one goal that was waved off, the Nisa goal that was in. So take a second look. Second opinion is a good yours at Northwestern Medicine.
Drive the Hawk zone. Eklund to the puck now behind the Hawk net. To the slot. Oh, and a shot from Sherwood. He scores. Eklund put it up the slot. There was Kiefer Sherwood to snap it past Spencer Knight. It's now 2-1 San Jose with 5:05 left in period number 2.
You can just kind of sense it, the last 5-6 minutes. San Jose's really been pushing the pace, really been coming, and Kiefer Sherwood just cannot be that wide open in the deep slot. And just above the hash marks of the face-off circle, and he gets a perfect feed from in behind the net. He goes down on one knee, basically, to get everything on that, and just puts it by the blocker of Spencer Knight. Well, what a shot that is from Sherwood, his 22nd on the year.
Sherwood from Eklund, the goal at 14:55 of period number 2. Sharks again attack. Wenberg through center over the Hawk line down the left wing. Drop pass Eklund to Wenberg near the bottom of the left circle. Tried to center, and this hits the stick of Del Mastro. Deflection on Knight. He stops the puck. And now we get a whistle stopping play. And the aforementioned Sherwood trying to mix it up with a couple of the Hawks. And now you got William Eklund mixing it up with Nick Lardis. I don't know if Nick did any scrapping in junior. I would imagine he had to rip the Band-Aid off at some point and have a go. But
Wyatt Kaiser, is that who he was jabbing out there? No, it wasn't.
Lardis was jabbing with Eklund.
Okay, yeah. So Eklund, I'll tell you what, he's had a pretty impressive game, John. He assisted on that Kiefer Sherwood goal. Of course, he scored the first goal for the San Jose Sharks to tie it at 1. He set up the goal that's put them ahead. And it all started with a face-off win by San Jose deep in Chicago's zone. As I mentioned, I think just some lost coverage from the Blackhawks. Kiefer Sherwood wide open for that shot.
Off the draw, here's Orloff with a blast from the line. That goes wide on a deflection. Mangiapane pokes the puck behind the Hawk net up the near side to Kaiser. He'll stick it off the glass down to the Shark line. Along came Mangiapane to get it. Down the right wing and down behind the Shark net around to the left wing boards. Drops it at the line. Kaiser, long wrist shot. It looked like it hit Desharnais out high and deflects up into the protective netting. Some tough luck shooting so far for the Hawks point men. Kaiser can get away a pretty good shot for a guy that's not the biggest guy in the rink. He can actually fire the puck pretty hard.
Well, you know what he's so good at is kind of walking the blue line to find that shooting lane. And really impressed there, that Mangiapane shift. Really good job circling the net, finding the open defenseman, and getting it to him. Unfortunately, that shot just blocked at the last second, redirected at the last second off the stick of Kaiser.
Frondell wins the draw for the Hawks. Here's Crevier right point. Six it down to Frondell, back of the net. Put it out to the right point, Crevier. Send it back off the inboards, around to Bertuzzi now behind the net. And then he had his pocket picked by Desharnais, who will stick it off the right wing glass down to the Hawk blue line. Louis Crevier back to take it. And back pass up the right wing boards into the Shark end. Race to it in the right wing corner. Bertuzzi got there first to Frondell coming by. Lost the puck, got it back behind the net, and then Orloff gave Bertuzzi a whack with the stick behind the net. No penalty call. Graft to the puck in the near corner to Orloff. Nearly turned it over to Mikheyev, and now Crevier pinching up on Celebrini just inside the line, but Celebrini whacks the puck down ice and right it on goal. Spencer Knight will turn it in behind the net to Wyatt Kaiser. 3:35 left in the second period. 2-1 San Jose. Couple second period goals by the Sharks have seen to their lead. Kaiser from behind the Hawk net. Passes ahead, Nazar to center ice and across the Shark line to the right wing. Bats it off the left wing corner boards. It bounces out. Chernishoff tried to clear to center ice and does. And in front of the bench is Michael Misa there for the Sharks. Rink wide pass to Mukamadu, and over the Hawk line left wing, he fires it in on goal, and it was save made by Knight. Sharks get it back. Ferrara at the line to Mukamadu, on top of the left circle. He shoots, and Knight turned that wide with a deflection. Misa with a puck behind the net to Tyler Toffoli in the left wing corner. Out to Mukamadu, and left point over to Ferraro. One-timer from the right circle, or right wing point, is into the glove of Spencer Knight, and he'll hold on to it there. Good pressure here by the Sharks. They have the 2-1 lead with 2:53 left in period number 2.
Yeah, right now, by my count, out shooting the Blackhawks 12-6 in this period. So they've doubled up the Blackhawks in the shot department. And Spencer Knight keeping it in there. A really important save there, because not only to make the stop, but he got the whistle. He needed some fresh bodies on the ice. And as a result, it's going to be the Connor Bedard line coming on the ice for Chicago.
Used to be the Four Seasons Face-Off, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. Teuvo Teravainen facing off for the Hawks against Alex Winberg of the Sharks. Teravainen wins the draw behind the net. Renzel passing up the right wing for Lardis. He had it batted off his stick and down behind the net. Teravainen gathers in at the Hawk line left wing, head to Bedard. Over the Shark line to Lardis, right wing side. He whips the puck in front of the net, ends up in the left wing corner. Teravainen sends it back out to the right point. Renzel there. Down to Teravainen along the right side boards. Carries out to the blue line. Spins one wide to the Shark net. We're going to get a penalty here. A cross-checking call will be made. And the Hawks are going to get another Citco power play. They're 1-for-1 on the power play. Score savings on every fill-up with Club Citco. Download the app now to start saving. And here's why.
San Jose, number 9. 2-minute minor. Cross-checking.
That's Dmitry Orlov, and you're right, John. It was Connor Bedard parked in front of the net, and he got a pretty good whack across the midsection, and that was by Orlov, who's had a pretty strong game here for the San Jose Sharks. It was a shot from behind, actually across the back, and I take that back. It was not on Connor Bedard. It was on Nick Lardis. There was a couple of guys going over both of those forwards, and it was Orlov who got whistled. So an opportunity here for the Blackhawks power play. 2:26 to go in the second frame.
Draw one by the Sharks. Desharnais clears from behind his net around to the left point, held in. Here's Frondell with a shot from the right circle. Kicked out of there by Nedeljkovic. Bedard recovers left point. Here's Bedard through the high slot now. To Frondell in the right wing circle. Back to Bedard right point. To Nazar in the left wing circle. Put it to the slot, Teravainen. He moves it now high slot. And then over to Frondell. Tried a one-timer. Missed. Got it back. Got it to Bedard at the line. Bedard in the deep slot, moves it over. Top of the left circle, Nazar. Over to Frondell. One-timer from the right circle. Pad save by Nedeljkovic. Frondell with the puck, slaps it behind the Shark net around the left wing boards. Nazar's got it there now in the corner. To Bedard through the high slot. Long wrist shot. Hit Bertuzzi in front. He's ailing a bit. Puck taken back by the Hawks. Bedard over to Frondell. Right circle, fires a shot. That hit Ferraro. He's ailing. Here now Bedard to Nazar left circle. Sent it toward the net. Stopped in front by Nedeljkovic. Bertuzzi pulls it out of there. To Nazar now. Top of the left circle. High slot to Bedard. He'll toe drag and fire. Nedeljkovic makes the save of the pads. Scramble in the crease. And Nedeljkovic put his glove on top of the puck and held on. 56 seconds left on the power play for the Hawks. They trail 2-1 with 1:22 left in period number 2.
I don't know, John, if the official score will give them the shots, but I had the Blackhawks with 5 shots on this power play thus far. 3 of them were by Anton Frondell. Great one-timers set up by Connor Bedard each and every time. And then it was Tyler Bertuzzi who had an opportunity right in front. And then Connor Bedard from the point came all the way in, got a hold of a rebound. And they haven't put him up yet, but I've got 5 shots so far in the power play. Really strong look there.
Face off to the right of Nedeljkovic. Hawks control. Bedard to Teravainen, top of the right circle. Guns it to the front of the net. It goes through and all the way to the left wing boards to Nazar, now the left point. He'll carry down to the left wing circle. Fed the slot. And Teravainen put it on goal. Waved out of there by Nedeljkovic with the stick. Nazar from the left circle. Teravainen, top of the circle. To Bedard at the line, deep slot. To Frondell, right face-off dot. Guns one toward the net, deflects in behind and wide. We're under a minute to play here in the second period. 2-1 San Jose. Bedard takes a pass on the high slot, gave it to Frondell, right circle. He pumps one toward the Shark net, but I think he shanked it up into the protective netting or deflected off of Nick Leddy.
Yeah.
49 seconds left of the frame, 24 seconds left on the Hawk power play.
Yeah, that shot just a little bit wide, John. Unfortunately, Connor did not get it into the wheelhouse of Frondell. Those guys are going to stay out there. So those 5 forwards have been out there literally in 24 more seconds. It'll be the full 2 minutes. So Coach Jeff Blashill and the rest of the coaching staff real happy with what they've seen so far. A number of shots on this power play. Nothing beaten Nedeljkovic thus far.
Face-off circle to Nedeljkovic's left. And Nazar wins it to the right point now to Bedard. Slings it left point. Teravainen rolls into the left circle. Behind the back pass to Bedard over to Frondell. He pounds a one-timer from the right circle. I believe that hit the iron. 11 seconds of the power play. Bedard, a long wrist shot from the high slot. That's into the glove of Nedeljkovic, and he'll hold it. 8 seconds in the power play. Face-off circle to his right.
Great setup there. And it really all started with Teuvo Teravainen, drawing a lot of attention. The back pass to Connor Bedard. Bedard gets a shot on net. I think that Bedard with the pass to Frondell. And boy, Frondell, I think, had maybe 5 shot attempts on that power play. Unfortunately, not able to beat Nedeljkovic. That last one, as you mentioned, John, might have gone off the crossbar.
Draw to Nedeljkovic's right. And Ryan Donato's been tossed off the dot. Dellandrea for San Jose against Ryan Green. And the drop of the puck, the Sharks get it. Waved in behind the net now to Gaudreau. He'll clear it all the way down. This is going to bring the Sharks back to full strength. We're down to 25 seconds left in the period. Here's Kaiser carrying out of the Hawk zone to center ice on the right wing side. Backhands one down the glass deep into the corner. Desharnais got to it for San Jose. Winds it around the right wing to Sherwood. Center ice to Celebrini over the Hawk wide down the left wing to the high slot. Sherwood tried to drop it in front. Kaiser stepping up was able to bat that away to Green, who clears to center ice. 3 seconds left in the fray. Ferraro will try a desperation shot at the horn. That's into the glove of Spencer Knight. So a good second period for the San Jose Sharks. They get a pair of goals and assume a 2-1 lead after 40. They also, now they trail in the shots on goal to the Hawks, 20-18.
Yeah, that last power play by Chicago, they stacked up a good 4, maybe 5 shots. And you look back on the period, John, and really the turnover by Wyatt Kaiser just inside the offensive blue line, trying to force something maybe that wasn't there to Connor Bedard. And it was William Eklund who made him pay. Off to the races on the breakaway, put it between the legs of Spencer Knight. That just seemed to get the crowd into it. I think it got the San Jose Sharks into it. They kind of took over from that point forward. A little later on, a nice play behind the net by, and I believe it was Eklund again, this time passing out to Kiefer Sherwood. That made it a 2-1 score. So still plenty of time, 20 minutes left in this third period. The Blackhawks have to spend just a little less time in their own zone.
All right, well, Charlie's going to have a full intermission report for you, good folks, and then third period action will ensue back here in Northern California, a.k.a. San Jose. We'll hope that the Hawks can finish the road trip with consecutive wins. 2-1 San Jose after 2. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Salvation Army knows that tough times don't discriminate. Too many of our fellow fans across Chicago are struggling to make ends meet. We're seeing more people than ever walk through the doors asking for help. People from communities the Salvation Army has served for decades. That's why the Salvation Army assists those in need all year long, not just during the holiday season. The goal is simple. Make sure our neighbors are cared for every day. Go to salarmychicago.org and make a difference now.
When injuries slow you down, you need a team that knows how to get you back in the game. At Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, their highly trained professionals work together to deliver empathetic, timely, and efficient patient care so you can move better, live better. And if an injury happens after hours, they've got you covered with IBJI ortho access beyond their regular clinic hours. Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Learn more at IBJI.com. That's IBJI.com.
Every morning, I go through my chicken breakfast sandwich checklist. My breakfast sandwich has to deliver great value, deliciousness, and lots of variety. McDonald's checks all my boxes. Like that savory McChicken biscuit for just $2.49. Consider my boxes checked. If I'm feeling spicy, a hot and spicy chicken McGriddles is breakfast checkmate. Whatever's on your checklist, a $2.49 chicken breakfast sandwich at McDonald's will check all your breakfast boxes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
True North Store's beverage clubs just got bigger. Buy 6 Celsius, pure leaf tea, Starbucks Energy, or Pepsi 1 liter flavors and get the 7 free. Whether you're craving an energy boost or just something to quench your thirst, they've got the drink for you. As a True Rewards member, sip and save with their clubs when you buy 6 and get the 7th free. Download now from your favorite app store for more details. True North Convenience Stores and True Rewards. Fast, friendly, and clean.
You've heard Tom Fortino, principal and founder of the Alpha Wealth Group, for years here on WGN. We invite you to join him Sunday mornings at 7 for the Alpha Wealth Hour. He'll be talking about what's going on in the financial world and the 5 pillars of a complete retirement plan. How to build guaranteed income, tax efficiency, a smart investment plan you can stick to, asset protection, and estate planning. That's Sunday mornings at 7 for the Alpha Wealth Hour with Tom Fortino here on AM 720 WGN.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Time for a break. It's intermission time.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Here's Charlie Remiliotis with your intermission update.
Through 40 minutes in San Jose, the Blackhawks held a 1-0 lead through one period of play. San Jose ends up scoring 2 in that middle frame to go into the third period with a 2-1 lead. But boy, how about that power play that the Blackhawks had at the end of that middle frame? All but scored in that one. We'll get to that later on in a little bit, later in the intermission show. At each home game at the United Center this season, we will be saluting a veteran, which is sponsored by JeffBuysYourHouse.com, a proud veteran-owned business serving Chicagoland since 2007. That's JeffBuysYourHouse.com. Let's get to some scores around the NHL. Only 3 other games on the docket. 2 of them have already gone final. Let's start in Buffalo, where the Sabres hosted the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight, battling for the top seed in both the Atlantic Division and the Eastern Conference. And it was the Sabres that handed the Lightning a 4-2 loss to pull into a tie for that top seed in the Atlantic Division. The Lightning had gone into this game with an 8-1-2 record in their last 11 games. So they suffered just their second regulation loss in their last 12. Nikita Kucherov scored his 400th career NHL goal in this game. It was on the power play. He now joins Steven Stamkos as the only players in Lightning history to score 400 plus goals. He also now has 21 points in his last 7 road games, averaging 3 points per game during that stretch. Also in the loss, Jake Gensel found the back of the net and added an assist to extend his point streak to 8 games. He now has 14 points over that stretch with 6 goals and 8 assists. And he also has 7 goals in his last 7 games against the Buffalo Sabres. On Buffalo's end, Jason Zucker led the way for the Sabres with a goal and an assist. Alex Tuck also scored his 30th goal of the year. How about over in Winnipeg? The Jets rolled past the Seattle Kraken earlier tonight. The Winnipeg Jets now move within 1 point of a wild card spot in the Western Conference. They got a big boost back in the lineup with Nino Niederreiter and Vladislav Nemesnikov returning after they were out for extended periods of time with different injuries. Niederreiter missed 20 games with a knee injury. Nemesnikov missed 18 games with a lower body injury. He ended up scoring an empty net goal in this game. And then on the Winnipeg Jets, the 3 guys really led the way for them. Kyle Connor scored 2 goals for the second consecutive game. He now has 7 goals in his last 7 games. Mark Scheifele had 3 assists in the game for 3 points. And former Blackhawks captain Jonathan Toews ended an 8-game goal drought by scoring his 10th of the season. He also added an assist. It was just his 3rd multi-point effort of the season. And by the way, 3 of those 6 goals for Winnipeg in this game came on the power play. On the Seattle side, they now fall to 0-4-1 in their last 5 games, and they have just 5 wins since the Olympic break. It's the 2nd worst record in the NHL over that stretch. They were coming off that 4-2 loss against the Blackhawks on Saturday night.
Over in LA, we got a big one between the Kings and Nashville Predators. It's a 1-1 score midway through the second period. Joel Armia got LA on the board in the first period. Steven Stamkos has just scored on the power play a short time ago, his 39th goal of the year. Again, massive game in the Western Conference wild card race because both teams are currently tied for the second spot. Nashville holds the tiebreaker, though, in regulation wins. The Predators have 26 regulation wins. The LA Kings have 19. And then how about this? I saw earlier today, the Nashville Predators have a 22-5-6 record in their last 33 games against the LA Kings. So they have a point in 28 of their last 33 games against LA. How about that? Some other NHL news. Yesterday, the New York Islanders parted ways with Patrick Waugh, who is out as head coach. Peter DeBoer is in. 4 games left in the regular season. The New York Islanders have lost 4 in a row and allowed at least 4 goals in each of those games. They have fallen out of a playoff spot. They're clearly looking to get back on track with this coaching change. Next game isn't until Thursday against the Toronto Maple Leafs. All 4 of those remaining games for the Islanders will come on home ice. And then finally, the New Jersey Devils announced today that president of hockey ops and GM Tom Fitzgerald will depart the organization. He had been in that role since the 2020 year. Early speculation in this one is that Fitzgerald could end up with the Nashville Predators in a similar type role. He was their first captain in franchise history as a player. Elsewhere in sports, NCAA National Championship update. Michigan rallied to beat UConn 69-63 to win the national championship. Congratulations to the Wolverines. I'm sure Frank Nazar will be very happy when he learns that news after the game. And then over in Major League Baseball, the Cubs lost their second straight contest, falling to the Tampa Bay Rays 6-4. Before the game, Matthew Boyd was placed on the injured list with a left bicep strain. Boyd is the second Cubs starter to land on the IL this week. Cade Horton went on with a right forearm strain yesterday. And then the White Sox had their 3-game winning streak snapped earlier tonight, losing to the Baltimore Orioles 2-1. Meanwhile, over in San Jose, the Blackhawks are down 2-1 to the Sharks. We'll break down that second period next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Chicago news on WGN. Current, local, agenda-free.
WGN. Hey, Chicago Blackhawks fans! I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, a win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get the Hyundai Tucson for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end April 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Round up your besties for Women's Weekend Lake Geneva. April 24th through the 26th. Enjoy wine and bourbon pairings. Create a masterpiece at the Sip and Paint session. Study beneficial herbs for women. Find inner peace in a sound bath. Attend a cowgirl chic fashion show or line dance the night away. Celebrate, reconnect, and make memories together in the beautiful setting of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Get all the details, including the full event lineup, class fees, hotel discounts, and more at glwa.net.
Hire Lindemann for your annual chimney and fireplace inspection. Take advantage of a spring special for WGN listeners. Just $72. Visit WGNfireplace.com today.
Second intermission in San Jose, where the Blackhawks and Sharks are squaring off. Final road game of the season for the Blackhawks before they close things out on a 4-game homestand in Chicago. And that second period, San Jose certainly tilted the ice in its favor, particularly at even strength. The shot attempts were 20-11 in favor of San Jose. Shots on goal 11-6, scoring chances 9-3, high danger chances 6-1, all in favor of San Jose. And then, of course, they scored twice, finding the back of the net against the Blackhawks. How about that power play, though, that the Blackhawks had late in that middle frame? Looking at some of the final numbers, according to Natural Stat Trick, the Blackhawks recorded 11 shot attempts on that 2-minute power play that almost expired at the end of the second period or just right before it. 7 shots on goal, 7 scoring chances, and 1 high danger chance. Anton Frundell logged 5 of those 11 shot attempts. I marked down that 3 of them hit the net. One of them, I don't think they counted this one, but he fanned on one of them. The other one who was blocked. One he shot wide, kind of hit the side of the net, and then the other one hit the post. So, boy, Connor Bedard is going to have a lot of fun feeding Anton Frundell one-timers from that right face-off circle because that shot is so lethal. And unfortunate that the Blackhawks didn't score on that power play because it probably would have given them some momentum going into the intermission after a tough second period. But I think the fact that they generated so many scoring chances on that power play could filter into the third period for the Blackhawks anyway, because they had so many chances there. So maybe San Jose feels like they dodged a bullet in that second period at the end there. Time now for tonight's third period projections, sponsored by Robinhood. You expect more from yourself, expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. The San Jose Sharks have not lost in regulation this season when leading through 2 periods. They are 25-0-2 for a win percentage of .926. That is the 5th best win percentage when leading through 2 periods. So they do a really nice job of anchoring things down in the third period. Let's see if the Blackhawks can maybe hand them their first regulation loss of the season in such fashion. We got one more break, and then we're going to set up the third period next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500. On air and on smart devices worldwide.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Charlie Romeliotis. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel ever, and it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last season after season. Connect with a local contractor or visit free samples at timbertech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
It's Bob Surratt. If you follow hockey, you know how important protection is. Protecting the net, the lead, the win. Planning for retirement isn't much different. It's not one decision, it's many. Each one shapes the life you want. How to create reliable income, how much risk to take, when to step away from work, and how to safeguard what you've built. Handling all of that alone can feel like a full-time job. That's why I chose Trajan Wealth. Their fiduciary advisors work with you one-on-one to make the complex feel clear and build a plan that keeps your money working for what's ahead. Your strategy starts with a simple conversation. For a retirement plan you can trust, let Trajan Wealth guide you. Schedule your complimentary review at TrajanWealth.com or visit their offices in Naperville, Park Ridge, or Orland Park. Trajan Wealth, helping protect what you've built for what comes next.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
You don't need a vacation home. You need a better backyard. Imagine stepping outside to a custom stone patio, soft landscape lighting, a fire pit that turns any night into an event. That's what a Garden Guy Landscaping creates. Outdoor spaces that feel like an escape at home. From patios and pavers to outdoor kitchens and lighting design, they handle everything from concept to completion. This isn't landscaping, it's lifestyle design. For your free estimate, call 224-676-0222 or visit GardenGuyLandscaping.com.
Hey Blackhawks fans, here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up.
It's the final 20. The third period's just ahead. Here's Charlie Romeliotis with your recap.
Blackhawks and Sharks are on the ice for the start of the third period. How about that second period, what I forgot to mention earlier about from Spencer Knight, who made several big-time saves, a couple on Macklin Celebrini, and there was one on the inner slot on Tyler Toffoli. Spencer Knight is 0-3-2 in his last 5 starts. Last win came March 19th, which was a 2-1 win in Minnesota. But boy, Spencer Knight he was really good in that second period, really good in the last game against the Edmonton Oilers, where he only gave up 1 goal on 33 shots, but it still came in a loss. Let's see if the Blackhawks can claw back into this game and get Spencer back into the win column. What's on Deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. To go back over to SAP Center with John and Steve for the third.
All right, thank you very much, Charlie. Steve, a quick look at the score sheet after 2 periods reveals that, boy, the Sharks came back at the faceoff dot with a vengeance. 70% of the draws have gone their way. They are 26 of 37. At one point, the Blackhawks were 6-0 on draws, but the Sharks have tilted the scales. Underway here in the third period, the Sharks get this draw. The puck dumped in down the far sideboards, in behind the Hawk net, taken away by Misa. Actually, Celebrini, he'll fire from the left circle. That's over the net, around the glass to center ice. Teuvo Teravainen there. We'll slip it down the left sideboards in behind the Shark net. Nedeljkovic put it into the near corner. And Desharnais will pass up the right wing to Colin Graff at center ice in front of the penalty boxes. He's immediately tied up by Wyatt Kaiser and Teuvo Teravainen. Then Graff frees himself, tried to pass the puck off, picked off by the Hawks. Teravainen bats it back into the Hawk zone to Wyatt Kaiser. Kaiser sends it on the right wing side to Crevier, back to Kaiser, and he'll back up with the puck in front of the Hawk net, and then back in behind the net as the Hawks complete a line change. Kaiser stepping out. Moving it ahead, Crevier, Hawk line, right wing side. He fires the puck ahead. This deflects through the air to the left wing corner board. Shark in. Frondell in on Ferraro to check him off the puck. And then Bertuzzi scrapes it away. Now Frondell along the half boards. Put it back to Mikheyev. Here's Mikheyev escaping to the left wing circle. Had it poke checked off his stick. Sharks back the other way. Michael Misa to center ice. Crisscrossing with Toffoli over the Hawk blue line. Dropped the puck off. It's swatted out to center ice, however, by Bertuzzi and down. And they're going to wave the icing. In behind the net, Ferraro takes the puck. Drives it around the left side boards and down. They're going to wave this icing. Misa took the puck away behind the Hawk net. He tried to spin it out to the line, picked off by the Hawks. Mikheyev to Frank Nazar over the Shark line. Put it through the feet of Misa. Carries over the left circle. Could not get a shot away. Ends up in the left wing corner and spun it in behind the Shark net. Bertuzzi had the puck for a moment. Tyler Toffoli will take it. Carries to his blue line. Spun it ahead of the Hawk line. Picked off by Kevin Korchinski, the Hawks. Head to Ryan Donato down the left wing into the corner Shark end. And now Mukamadulin sent it away to Leddy in the far corner. Head to William Eklund. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. Now to Nick Leddy. He'll carry to center ice from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Into the Hawk zone. Hands it off. And the puck is passed across by Kiefer Sherwood to the near boards. Eklund's got the puck behind the Hawk net. Fed the right circle. Wenberg put it out to the high slot. Leddy. Long wrist shot. Glove save made by Spencer Knight. And he'll hold on. Whistle stops play. We'll get a face-off in the Hawk zone. This will be to Spencer Knight's left. Nick Leddy, the former Hawk, getting away that shot. Steve, he was claimed off waivers from the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, I always liked Nick Leddy, John, probably because of the way he skated. Just a very unique skating style, a powerful skater. He could really cover a lot of ice with his strides, and he's been a pretty good fit here with the San Jose Sharks.
Draw one by the Sharks. Wenberg near the right point to Leddy at the right point. Shot one over the Hawk net. This lays in the left wing corner. Eklund pokes it in behind the Hawk net. Kaiser there to get it. Passing up the left wing side. Mangiapane tried to slap it out of the zone. Held in by Dickinson at the right point. Sweeps it down behind the Hawk net to the far corner. Gravier tried to fire it out. Hit a Shark. Tumbles behind the Hawk net. Kaiser's got it there. Lifts it down ice and just wide of the Shark net. Icing's going to be called here to the Hawks. 17:08 left in period number 3. 2-1 San Jose.
Let's get back to Nick Leddy. Claimed off of waivers. He was actually sent to the minors here, the San Jose Barracuda, who play in San Jose, not in this building anymore. They have their own building, but he took the demotion, went down, played a game down there, and due to some circumstances here on the back end for San Jose, he finds himself back in the lineup, and he's been very, very good.
Draw one by the Sharks. Will Smith grabs the puck in the left circle and fires. Blocker save made by Knight. And now Mangiapane grabs the puck at the Hawk line. Spins it ahead into the Shark zone to the right wing corner. Boisvert sent the puck behind the net. Celebrini picks it off for the Sharks. Head to Smith, then to Letty coming by to center. To Smith over the Hawk line. Spins it away off the left sideboards. Boisvert there to get it. Will lift the puck out to center ice. And Celebrini took it back for San Jose. Steps into the Hawk zone to the left wing side. Turned away to the boards by Del Mastro, but put it behind the net. And Graf spun it in front for Will Smith. He shoots and scores. Well, Kevin Korchinski was doing what he needed to do, trying to defend Colin Graf to make sure he couldn't get a shot away, but Graf dished off to Will Smith coming down into the right circle, and he put it past Knight. 3-1 San Jose.
What a beautiful no-look pass that is by Colin Graf, and you can see why literally 25 NHL teams wanted to sign him coming out of Quinnipiac. He was not drafted, but he gets a puck down low, a no-look pass. He knew exactly that Will Smith was heading to the net, and the no-look turnaround backhand pass right into the wheelhouse of Smith. Spencer Knight had absolutely no chance on the play, and San Jose with the 2-goal lead.
Now Knight behind the Hawk net to a dump in from the Sharks. Put pass up the left wing to Teravainen at center ice. Rick White pass picked off by Orlov. Head to Celebrini into the Hawk zone. Now Wenberg along the left boards. Send it down to the corner. Vlasic pokes it up the boards, not out. And Orlov pounds one in from the left point. A butterfly save made by Spencer Knight. Whistle staffing play. Face-off will be in the circle to Knight's right. This is going to be the Four Seasons face-off, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric.
Might have heard the commotion in the background. Macklin Celebrini picked up the secondary assist on that Will Smith goal. So the unbelievable second season for Celebrini continues. Here's a kid who had 63 points last year, John. He's got 107 points now. And almost twice the amount of points that the next closest on the team has. It's just been a fantastic season for Macklin Celebrini.
I would think that if the Sharks made the playoffs, Celebrini would have to get consideration for the Hart Trophy. I mean, think about how key his contribution is.
Oh, he'll totally be in that top 3, 4, maybe 5 if they do make the playoffs. And obviously tonight would be a huge victory for them. They need it. You look at what some of the teams have done tonight. The Winnipeg Jets beat Seattle 6-2, so all of a sudden they have 80 points.
Here's a penalty coming up to the Sharks. Zach Ostapchuk got wrapped up with, actually Barclay Goodrow got wrapped up with Ryan Donato, and Donato went down, so the Hawks are going to the Sitco power play. Let's let the referee tell you.
San Jose number 23, Tuna Minor, tripping.
Well, there you hear it. Tripping is the call. The Blackhawks' last power play towards the end of that second period was absolutely fantastic. I don't know how many shots they were. I think they gave them 5 shots on that power play, John, and they just seemed to be working the puck around really well. Anton Frondel, 3 or 4 glorious opportunities. He hit the post once. Let's see if he gets any looks here.
Face-off circle to Nedeljkovic's left. And it's going to be Nazar facing off with Wenberg. Puck ends up in the right wing corner. Nazar digs it out. Moves it to the right point. Connor Bedard. Here's Bedard holding it there. To Nazar beside the right circle against the boards. Put it down beside the net. Bertuzzi. Bank pass to the right point now to Bedard. To the slot. Teravainen. To Nazar. Left wing circle. Backing up to the boards. Fed the slot again for Teravainen. Wrapped it back to Nazar, who was bothered by Colin Graf at the blue line. And the puck flows out to center ice. Hawks will go back and get it. Here's Bedard. Hawk blue line. Skating ahead in over the Shark line. Holding. Passes left point. Bertuzzi. He'll roll into the left circle and fire, and he hit the post. Loose puck back to Bertuzzi along the left boards. The Teravainen left wing corner. Pulled off stride with a hook from Desharnais, but no penalty called. Now in behind the Shark net. Teravainen wraps it up the slot. Bedard over, and a one-timer from Frondel from the right circle. Blocked by Wenberg. Actually, Ferraro. He's ailing right now. Bedard in the high slot. Jockeying. Now put it over to the left wing boards. Nazar's got it there. Nazar beside the left circle. Holding. To Bedard at the line. Deep slot. There's Bedard. moving into the right wing circle, flipped it on goal off the end of the glove of Nedeljkovic. Puck ends up in the left wing corner. Nazar's got it there. 45 seconds on the power play.
Some tired penalty killers out there, John, for San Jose.
Here's Bertuzzi with the puck behind the net. Wraps it around. It went through the feet of Nazar to the left wing boards. And Bedard's got the puck to Teravainen high slot. The Nazar left circle. Spun it across right circle for Frondell. He was hustled there by Wenberg. Wenberg pokes the puck to the line, but kept in by Bedard. Bedard high slot fires off the end of the glove of Nedeljkovic. Frondell regains the puck just outside the right wing circle. Here's Frondell. Put it in the high slot. Teravainen over to Nazar. One-timer. He scores! Power play goal for the Hawks. They trail the Sharks 3-2 with 13:51 left in period number 2. The Hawks 2 for 3 on the Citgo power play here tonight.
And with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila, and you got to love the puck movement. Excellent job by Teuvo Teravainen, not to stay in one spot, but to move around a little bit. He eventually gets this puck. I think Frondell gives it to Teravainen. Teravainen, the no-look backhand pass right into the wheelhouse of Frankie Nazar. And Frankie Nazar makes absolutely no mistake about the shot. Just labels it past Nedeljkovic, beats him blocker side, and boy, we have ourselves a hockey game. This five forward power play has looked excellent tonight.
Certainly has. And for Frank Nazar, that's number 15 on the season. And I believe number 4 on the power play. Oh, it's a brand new sheet of ice. Hawks come out of their end on the attack. Donato to center ice, flings the puck off the left sideboards and down behind the Shark net. Nedeljkovic stopping the puck. And Dickinson tried to clear it out. Kept it at the right point by Crevier. He spun the puck behind the Shark net in the left wing corner. Green. He'll poke it back in behind. Dickinson moves it over to the left wing side. And the puck shot across the rink by Will Smith. Ends up at center ice. Vlasic back in the Hawks zone with the puck now. Outlets to center ice to Ryan Green. To Ryan Donato. Over the Shark line to Green along the left boards. The puck was bouncing on him. Wenberg took it away. Clears it off the boards down to the Hawk blue line. And Sam Rinzel's got it in the Hawk zone. Put it over to Kevin Korchinski, left wing side. He strokes a pass ahead for Boisvert that hit his stick and goes down. And then Nedeljkovic clears the puck off the boards to the Hawk blue line. Renzel ends it up the right wing side. And Slaggert takes a hit, put it down the right wing side into the Shark zone. Boisvert got it there. Spun it back to the left point. This pass misses Korchinski and goes down into the Hawk end. And Knight plays the puck at the top of the Hawk crease. Gave it to Korchinski behind the net. Passing up the left wing, Mangiapane. He flipped it out to center ice. It was intended for Slaggert, but the pass missed. And Dmitry Orlov will flip it down in behind the Hawk net. Korchinski there. Moves it into the far corner. Sharks get it back. Eklund winds the puck behind the Hawk net out to the right point to Shakir Mukhamadullin. Now down to Eklund, then to Misa in the right wing corner. He is hit by Boisvert, but put the puck to the right point to Mukhamadullin. To Misa. Moves it to the left point. Dmitry Orlov with a shot. Hit the side of the Hawk net. Misa pokes it away from Korchinski in the far corner. But now Renzel to a loose puck behind the Hawk net. Walks it in front. Hands it off to Boisvert, who is being pursued by Tyler Toffoli. Then Boisvert drops the puck off to Korchinski with a pass up the left wing for Mangiapane. It looked like Mangiapane touched that puck as it came by, but the linesman on the far side of the rink didn't see it that way. Icing called against the Hawks.
And Mangiapane's not complaining about it, so I guess he did miss that. And just about to say that fourth line has been out there for an extended period of time. They are dead tired. So let's see if they can win a draw, get it back to their goaltender so he can cover it up. Connor Bedard was able to change, though, so a couple of guys were able to change. He's going to be a lot fresher than Sasha Boisvert was.
The two Vancouver kids face off. Bedard against Celebrini, and Celebrini wins this. Here's Will Smith in the slot. Hands it off to Desharnais along the right boards. Then to the corner for Graff. To Desharnais right point. Sends it left point for Raro. Firing a shot that hit Lardis' stick. Ends up in behind the net. And Renzel's able to poke it free on the left wing side to Mangiapane, who chips it off the glass down to the Shark blue line. Desharnais leans on Lardis, took it away to Will Smith over the Hawk line to Celebrini through the high slot. Sends the puck off the left corner boards and in behind the net. Ethan Del Mastro lifted the stick of the Shark player Graff, and the puck tumbles through to the near corner. Kaiser then moves it up the left wing side to Teravainen and can't clear the zone. Celebrini right point. Now moves it to the right wing board. Smith backs up to the right point. Spins it down behind the net. Around it goes to Lardis. He turned the puck over. Here's Graff beside the net. Put it in front of the net. Picked off by Kaiser.
Good read by Kaiser there. He could have gone over to Graff. Instead, he backed off and picked off the pass.
Connor Bedard looked like he caught a high stick as he entered the Shark zone, but no penalty called. Vlasic firing from the left point, and the glove save made by Nedeljkovic, who will hold the puck. 10:38 left in the third. 3-2 San Jose. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Bob Jazz Chevrolet in Elburn takes customer satisfaction seriously, and they have a proud reputation focusing on solid customer service. With a Chevrolet certified service department stocked with genuine GM parts and accessories, Bob Jazz Chevrolet is dedicated to maintaining your Chevy's optimum performance. Check out their current offers, discounts, and coupons right now at BobJazzChevrolet.com. Call 630-448-4083 or visit Bob Jazz Chevrolet in Elburn. Bob Jazz is a proud sponsor of Chicago Blackhawks Radio.
Hey, Jeremy Roenick here. I've seen a lot of stat sheets in my career, but when it comes to beer, these numbers jump off the page. Flight by Yuengling, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and brewed with crisp, refreshing flavor. That's not just light beer, it's light beer with game, and it's brewed by the oldest brewery in America. Bottom line, if you care about performance and taste, Flight by Yuengling brings both. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
The design associates at Floor Coverings International make shopping easy, bringing the store to you with a mobile flooring showroom packed with over 3,000 flooring options. Carpet, luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, laminate, and tile. And with flexible financing options available, getting the floors you want has never been easier. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at floorcoveringsinternational.com. With over 500 five-star reviews, they are Chicagoland's stars of flooring. Financing available, terms and conditions may apply.
And your day with me, John Landecker, 7 to 10. Back to the Blackhawks.
Well, Speed of the Game is sponsored by Chicagoland Jiffy Lube. Visit your local Jiffy Lube today for a quick quality oil change that gets you in and out in a jiffy. And how about the speed of Macklin Celebrini in his race to, well, tonight, 107 points. He's now tied Jimmy Carson for third most by a teenager in a year. And Jimmy Carson did that back in the 87-88 season. So if my math is correct, 38 years ago, 38 years that record has stood. Still trails all-time Sidney Crosby and Wayne Gretzky.
Just amazing. Mario Lemieux's on that list as well for teenagers that scored at least 100 points, along with Dale Hawerchuk, former great Winnipeg Jet. Inside the Shark zone, Vlasic pounds one from the left point. Hit Bertuzzi. He got the puck back in behind the net. Tried to center it. Orlov picks it off. Moving it up the right wing to Landria. He'll spin it ahead for a stop, Chuck. This misses him at center ice and goes down, and icing is called against the Sharks. So they'll bring the face-off back into the San Jose zone. Dmitry Orlov riding a 5-game assist streak coming into this game. That appears to be in jeopardy, but I don't think he really cares right now. He's turned into, I think, a pretty good find for the San Jose Sharks blue line.
Yeah, he has. Where do I remember him from? Is it Philadelphia Flyers?
Washington Capitals. Yeah, won the Stanley Cup with them in 2018.
Yeah. He's been noticeable in this game, not so much for his offense, but he's pretty solid defensively. He'll make you pay the price with the body. He doesn't pass up hitting you.
Now the draw to the right of Nedeljkovic. And Donato against Delandria on the draw. And Donato wins this draw. Bedard leaving the puck at the left point. Korchinski tried to sneak one through from there. Butterfly save made by Nedeljkovic. Bedard to the puck in the right wing corner. To Nazar right circle. To Donato in front to Korchinski. Top of the left circle. Whips it over to the right circle intended for Bedard. But Big Desharnais got a stick in there knocking it away. But the Hawks recover the puck. Nazar left point now. Moves it right point. Kaiser banks it down behind the Shark net. Good battle there by Donato to reclaim the puck. Spins it back around to the right point. Kaiser's got it there for the Hawks. He sweeps it back in behind the net. Over the stick of Donato. Around to the left wing boards to Korchinski. He'll fling it back in behind. Away it goes up the far side. And Gaudreau pulled Kaiser off stride. Lost the puck. The puck ends up behind the Shark net. Orlov's got it there. He'll clear it off the near glass down to the Hawk blue line, and the Sharks hurriedly get a line change.
Connor Bedard getting some extra minutes on that third line out there with Ryan Donato and Frank Nazar. Ryan Green normally on that line, but he's getting a rest that shift.
Slaggert takes the pass to center ice up the left wing. Flings the puck down behind the Shark net. Nedeljkovic plays it back around. Chernishoff is in over the Hawk blue line. Down the right wing to the corner. Carries behind the net with the puck around to the left wing half boards. Plastered into the glass there by Ethan Del Mastro, and then Chernyshov unloads the puck back down into his own end. The Sharks get it back. And now here's Chernyshov taking the puck on the left wing across the Hawk blue line. Caught from behind by Ryan Green, who poke checks it away. Puck tumbles in behind the Hawk net. And Del Mastro there nearly turned it over. Renzel pokes it away, with the Sharks get it back. Chernyshov spun it through the crease away to the near boards for Misa. All he can do is play it back to the point to Leddy. Now at the line, here's Toffoli. Put it to the left wing corner. Sam Dickinson. Send it behind the net, Michael Misa. He hands it off to Chernyshov. Turns it over behind the net. Ryan Green put it around. Toffoli along the left wing half boards. To Misa, top of the left circle. Runs into Mangiapane. Got it free, however, to Dickinson. Long shot. Blocked in front by Renzel. He is in some pain right now. Here's Toffoli with a blast from the left wing circle. Pad save made by Spencer Knight. Puck taken back by Green. He'll skate it to center. Across the center ice red. Tried to poke it ahead for Slaggert, but it's batted back into the Hawk zone by Leddy.
Just watching Sam Renzel on the bench. Joe Huff, the athletic trainer for the Blackhawks, looking at it. There's a right hand. Caught it on the palm of the right hand. Not a lot of padding there.
In front of the penalty boxes, the puck taken away by the Sharks, Ferraro. And he'll stick it down in behind the Hawk net. Wyatt Kaiser playing it there. To Korchinski on the left wing side. He goes rink wide with a pass for Connor Bedard. Bolting through center ice over the Shark line, down the right wing to the corner. Turning away, fed it the right circle. Teravainen crossing the slot, put it back to the line, Leddy. Kaiser, then into the right circle. Bedard tried to put it in front, ends up in behind. Bedard got it, put the puck in front, picked off by Graff of the Sharks. Back through center. Graff put it down the right side boards to the corner, Hawk in. And Korchinski back to take it there to Kaiser. He wraps the puck up the right wing in front of the benches. Connor Bedard there on the receiving end.
Blackhawks changing up their deep pairings just a little bit. Korchinski playing with Wyatt Kaiser. Ethan Del Mastro with Sam Renzel. I've not seen Vlasic and Crevier for a couple of shifts now.
Now Frondell couldn't get to a pass at center ice. Eklund takes it back into the Hawk zone left point. Drops it in the high slot. Orloff with a shot, and a blocker save made by Knight. Mikheyev to the puck far corner. To Kaiser, Hawk line. To Frondell over the Shark line, right wing side. Cuts through the high slot over to the left wing circle. He's checked by Orloff. Put the puck, however, to the corner. Desharnais will clear it up the middle of the ice to Eklund. Bank pass up the right side. Just misses Sherwood and goes down on Spencer Knight in the Hawk crease. He pokes it up the right side to Crevier. And then to Mikheyev, Hawk line. He'll bat it ahead for Bertuzzi in front of the Sharks bench. Hit by Kiefer Sherwood. That uses his skates to kick the puck free to Frondell over the Shark blue line. He got away a shot, blocked by Desharnais. And the other way comes Eklund to center, and he'll put it into the Hawk zone after being checked by Mikheyev. Hawks get the puck back. Sharks in a line change.
Yeah, Crevier and Vlasic back out there, both together, too. They did not start the game that way.
Nedeljkovic behind the Shark net, put it around, not out. Renzel right point, put it over to Bedard, left circle. A toe drag and a shot, and it looked like that hit Nedeljkovic in the headgear and ricocheted up into the protected netting. We get a whistle, stopping play. Down to 5:46 left in the third. 3-2 San Jose. Can the Hawks come back and tie this game, send it to overtime, and win their last road game of the season? Stick around and find out. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Mornings on WGN start at 6 with me, Bob Surratt. Nights along to Blackhawks Hockey and sometimes Landecker.
When you're betting and find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, maybe lying, and probably losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.areyoureallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
Hey, Chicago fans, when the game's on the line, there's no time to waste.
Same goes for selling your house. At Jeff Buys Your House, we make it fast, easy, and stress-free.
No drawn-out showings, no waiting for months on the market.
Just a fair cash offer from a veteran-owned company that puts people first.
Don't let the clock run out. Choose the trusted source. Visit jeffbuysyourhouse.com and score your easy offer today.
I've tried everything to stand out at work. Donuts, a company coffee blend, even dressed as the company mascot for Halloween.
There's an easier way, a ComEd facility assessment. Their engineer gave my company free insights and actions that saved us $732,000 on energy. Easy, right?
Learn how ComEd can help you save at ComEd.com/facility assessment. ComEd, powering lives. Savings will vary based on customers' usage and rate.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Well, all Blackhawks wins this season are sponsored by Circus Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com.
Face off to the right of Nedeljkovic. Ryan Donato to face off against Alexander Wenberg, who's now been tossed off the dot. It's going to be Donato facing off with Kiefer Sherwood. Linesman holding on to the puck for some reason for that extra couple of seconds. And now we get a whistle, and he turns around and says something to Connor Bedard before dropping the puck. Now he does. Face-off win by Donato to Bedard. Bedard has to carry out of the Shark zone to center ice. Here's Bedard over the center ice circle, dropping the puck off the Wyatt Kaiser. Now between the circles, Hawk in. To Nazar along the left boards. Back to Kaiser. Turning it away from Sherwood. Passing up ice for Bedard. Over his stick and down and on goal. Nedeljkovic flips the puck in behind his net to Dmitry Orlov. And he'll carry up the right wing to center ice. Shovel a backhander down to the inboards. Hawk zone. Kevin Korchinski on it behind the net. Tried to pass into the near corner for Kaiser. Ian Eklund became locked up. Wenberg to the puck. Turned it over. Donato passing up the left wing side. Bedard enters the Shark zone at the left point. Jostled by Desharnais. The puck batted out to center ice. And Donato fishing for it just outside the Shark line. Ends up flipping it back toward the Hawk blue line. Vlasic there. Bank pass ahead into the Shark zone. Frondell to Donato. Right wing circle. Turning away to the boards. Tried to flip it back to the point. Picked up by Will Smith. Back through center over the Hawk line. Down the left wing. He turns away to the boards. Fed it in front for Eklund, who shot the puck over the net off a deflection.
Yeah, good stick there by Louis Crevier, coming back hard, as did Vlasic. Good job closing the gap on Smith.
Mikheyev to a loose puck in front of the benches at center ice. Lifts it down to the right wing corner in the Shark end. Mukamadulin there for the Sharks. Put it around the right wing. Smith short of the Hawk line. To Celebrini over the line. To Smith. To Graff now behind the net. Put it in front for Celebrini. And a good play there by Frondell to get the stick in the way, knocking that away. Here's Mikheyev breaking back into the Shark zone to the right wing corner. And flip the puck in behind the net around into the near corner. Smith there to get it for San Jose. Head to Colin Graff. He'll just shovel the puck along the left wing boards into the Hawk zone and get off on a change. And Sam Renzel back to get the puck. Chased in behind the net by Celebrini. Renzel put the puck into the near corner to Ethan Del Mastro, and he'll climb in behind the Hawk net for a moment. And then pass up the left wing. This pass misses Nick Martis. Ends up at the Shark line. Nicoletti there to Chernishoff. He'll move it into the right corner. Michael Misa, who put it down beside the Hawk net. And Spencer Knight will plop on the puck with his glove and hold it. 3:38 left in the third. 3-2 San Jose. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Jiffy Lube's quick, quality 15-minute oil change service will have your car ready before you know it. It's so fast, you'll find yourself saying, already ready? Even now, after I just told you, you'll still be surprised at how fast and efficient it is. Plus, Jiffy Lube does more than just oil changes fast. They'll take care of the preventive maintenance your car needs to keep running smoothly, like free fluid top-offs, battery checks, and more. All in a jiffy. So come in today. You're practically already ready.
Whether you're celebrating a milestone anniversary or simply ready for a new style, discover what's possible at Rasny Jewelers Wedding Band Weekend, April 10th through 12th, and receive up to 20% off your purchase.
It's a family, and that's what our customers are. They're part of the family.
For many couples, this weekend is the perfect time to upgrade the band they've worn for years. 3 days only, up to 20% off wedding bands. Reserve your appointment at Rasny.com. Walk-ins welcome. Rasny Jewelers, Chicago Oak Street, Suburban Addison, Highland Park, and Hinsdale.
Hey Blackhawks fans, it's Spencer Knight. Break's over. It's time for Blackhawks hockey.
Well, thanks, Spencer. Welcome back to San Jose, California. If you're joining us late, the Blackhawks opened the scoring in the first period. Ryan Donato, with his 15th of the year, made it 1-0, but then it was San Jose with 3 successive goals. William Eklund, Kiefer Sherwood, and Will Smith in the second and third periods. But then Frankie Nazar in the power play made it a 3-2 hockey game, 3:38 to go in the third.
Face-off circle of Knights left. Michael Misa facing off against Ryan Donato. Sharks get the draw. Leddy at the right point. Spins the puck down behind the net. Toffoli was late getting there. Crevier for the Hawks pokes it free along the far boards. Misa turns it over to Donato, who backhands the puck in front of the benches at center ice, and then swats it down on Nedeljkovic, who made a quick pass up the right wing for Toffoli. And he redirects it down in behind the Hawk net, but he didn't clear the center ice red stripe before doing so. Icing called against San Jose.
Yeah, Connor Bedard continues to get spotted into that third line, double shifting effectively, and that's what you want when you're down a goal. You want your best player on the ice as much as possible. So not only is he centering that number one line with Nick Lardis and Teuvo Teravainen, he is effectively replaced Ryan Green on the third line with Ryan Donato and Frank Nazar.
These two teams will see one another in a couple of weeks at the United Center for the last game of the regular season for the Hawks. That might prove to be a huge game for the Sharks, depending on where they are in their playoff push. Draw a circle to the left of Nedeljkovic. Sharks get it. And Misa pokes it up the left wing boards down into the Hawk end. Kevin Korchinski back to take it there. Shot it ahead up the left wing off Nazar skates and down behind the Shark net. Nedeljkovic put it away to the near boards. Ferraro put it back in behind the net to Leddy. Outlets to Wenberg at center ice to Graf short of the Hawk blue line. He'll whip the puck down behind the net. And Crevier bothered by Macklin Celebrini, who's back checking, but Crevier fends him off and sticks the puck down the boards behind the Shark net. Nedeljkovic back to play it there. Over to Dickinson, passing up the right side. Celebrini crossing Hawk line, stopping at the right point. Passing to the high slot to Wenberg. He'll carry it down behind the Hawk net. Backhands it to the left point. Orlov pounds a shot toward the net, deflects wide. Moves puck into the near corner to Celebrini. To Graf back of the net. Banks it to the left point to Orlov again. He'll flip it down behind the Hawk net. Renzel to the puck. He and Zach Ostapchuk battle. Ostapchuk now takes the puck into the left wing corner, just trying to kill some time off the clock. And he falls as if to try and insinuate that one of the Hawks had taken his feet out from underneath him. Maybe they did. Renzel takes the puck, pokes it behind the net. In the near corner, Kaiser pats it up the left wing side, not out of the Hawk zone. Kept in by Desharnais. He'll flip it down behind the Hawk net into the far corner. Renzel jostled, lost the puck to the left wing boards. Barclay Goodrow there, down to 1:45 on the clock. Sharks doing an effective job of killing the clock and keeping the puck deep in the Hawk zone.
Yeah, 2/3 of the fourth line is out there, Goudreau and the Ostapchuk, and they've done a real good job. Just literally eating 45 seconds in the Blackhawk zone.
Down to 1:30 on the clock. Renzel lifts the puck through center ice and down, right in front of the net. And there to get it, Orlov. He turned it over. Frondell, right circle, fires in and out of the glove of Nedeljkovic, and then he finds it down as he's down in the butterfly position. He grabs it off the ice to his left, holds on to it there. Whistle, stopping play. 1:19 left in the third. 3-2 San Jose, and Spencer Knight is heading to the Hawks bench.
Yeah, the extra attacker should come on. Dmitry Orlov, not too sure what he was thinking, but he absolutely handed this puck over to Anton Frondell, who now I believe has 6 shots on the night. It's unbelievable the amount of rubber he's put towards the net. Orlov, costly turnover, big save by Nedeljkovic.
Frondell can really fire that puck. He gains the puck off the draw along the right wing boards. Pokes it down to the corner. Nazar there. Hawks with 6 attackers and an empty net. Bertuzzi put it left point. Now a shot from the high slot by Bedard. Big save made. Following up with a shot is Nazar, and that hit the pile in front. Nazar got it back in behind. Nedeljkovic lost his goal stick. Bertuzzi in the slot had it knocked off his stick and down. There's a race to the puck in the Hawk zone. Teravainen will get there first in front of Graf and carry behind the net and leave the puck there for Frondell.
Not sure how Frank Nazar did not score there. A partially open net, and somehow it stayed out.
Now the far corner, Hawk end. Celebrini battling with Teravainen, who works the puck free to Bedard. To Donato. He's over the Shark line right point, shoveling it down behind the net. Nedeljkovic put it away to the far side where Donato was tripped clearly The puck is sent all the way down, and icing's going to be the call against the Sharks, who look like a tired bunch right now. Faceoff comes down in the Shark zone. This will be in the circle to Nedeljkovic's left. 24 seconds left on the clock.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Blackhawks take a timeout here, and it would be wise. What an unbelievable flurry just off to the side of Nedeljkovic. First, it was Tyler Bertuzzi who had an excellent chance, and then it was Frank Nazar following up with a loose change. I saw Nedeljkovic put up a glove. I don't know if that prevented the puck from crossing the line, but it was just a bang-bang play. Maybe hit the crossbar, possibly the post, but an excellent scoring opportunity for Chicago. And San Jose certainly dodged a bullet.
Well, Mike Vellucci, one of the Hawks assistant coaches, has the boys gathered around him right at the front of the Hawks bench. He's got the dry erase board, of course. And now Connor Bedard skating over to the doorway that allows the Hawks on and off the ice. Looks like he's going to
get some dry gloves.
Get an equipment change. There we go.
Yeah, get some dry gloves. The heater is over in the dressing room. They've got his second pair all dry. That's what he wants right now, and that's what he gets.
Mm-hmm.
And the timeout is over. And much like you see on the power play with the 5 forwards, there's 6, and Charlie pointed this out last game too, 6 forwards on the 6-on-5 for the Blackhawks. Looked like Brian Donato getting some dry mitts too.
Yeah. DJ Kogut, the equipment manager, is doing the exemplary job there. Some dry mitts for the boys. Face-off circle now to Nedeljkovic's right. Donato's going to take the draw. They put a 1/10 of a second on the clock, 25 seconds left. Donato wins the draw on the line, held in nicely by Bedard. Spins away from Graf. Here's Bedard, left point. Fed it through, a dangerous pass, top of the left circle, Teravainen. Back to Bedard, to Nazar along the left wing boards. Then to the corner to Donato. 12 seconds left in the frame. Nazar fed it through the slot, picked up by Celebrini. Ahead to Graf, he'll poke it to center ice. Bedard's got the puck with 4 at the Hawk line, winds up and fires it all the way down into the glove of Nedeljkovic. And the horn sounds ending play. The Sharks win the game 3-2. So 2 important points for the San Jose Sharks in their quest for the final playoff spot. They remain 2 points behind the team that does have the last wild card spot. It's either LA or Nashville, depending on the result of that game. But gutty performance by the Sharks, spotting the Hawks a 1-0 lead, scoring 2 of their own in the second. The game winner in the third off the stick of Smith. Nazar got one back on the Hawks power play, but it just wasn't enough, and the Sharks prevail.
Yeah, a huge 2 points for San Jose, as you mentioned. Winnipeg had won earlier tonight, so they had temporarily jumped over San Jose with 80 points. But with this win, San Jose will go to 81 points. As you mentioned, both Nashville and LA sitting with 81. One of those teams will get 2 for sure. If it goes to overtime, the other team, the loser team, will get the loser point. So all in all, listen, I look at this scoreboard, John, for